Hello? Hello. Hi, friends. Y'all, it's been so freaking long. How are we all doing? It's so good to see y'all. It's also like just so incredibly weird to be back. Like it's been I think like maybe 10 days or something like that, but it just feels so much longer. Like I even feel like the break between like going from Tuesday streams to Friday, and I don't remember how to stream, so this is just like an extreme version of that. But yeah, how are we all doing? It's good to see y'all. First of all, Hank with the first and the second verse. I really like that you went for second verse first. You gotta believe in yourself. Is this what stream is? Is this real life? Is the real question. But Hank, how are you doing today? It's good to see you. Thank you for your ticket as well. Buckeye, welcome in. Thank you for your ticket. How are you? It's good to see you. Callan, welcome in. Thank you for your ticket. It's Rory. Thank you for the 100 bits. Thank you, thank you. Callan, how are you doing today? James, welcome in. Thank you for your ticket. How are you? Lion, welcome in. Thank you for your ticket. How's it going? Clay, welcome in. It's good to see you. Thank you for your ticket. How are you? Kristen, thank you for your ticket. It's Rory, welcome in. Thank you for your ticket. How are you? Court, welcome in. Thank you for your ticket. How are you doing? Office, welcome in. Thank you for your ticket. How are you? It's good to see you. Kristen, thank you for resubbing for 29 months at tier 2. And what a lovely message as well. The ahaha what a good stream. Thank you, thank you. Buckeye, thank you so much for resubbing with your prime as well for 8 months. It's really good to see you. And Fief, welcome in. Thank you for your ticket. Kirsty, thank you for the 100 bits. Thank you, thank you. How are you doing today? Fief, good luck on getting those tickets. I didn't know that Lana Del Rey was going on tour, but it makes sense because I'm seeing like a lot of stuff about her lately. Amanda, welcome in. Thank you for your ticket. How are you doing today? Isvari, thank you again for the bits. Kersey, thank you for the bits. JC, welcome in. Thank you for your ticket. Let me make sure I didn't miss anyone or anything. ESPN, welcome in. How are you? Thank you. Stole it right from under my finger. You gotta be speedy. You really gotta be speedy with the first and whatnot. Love a COVID catch up over coffee. Exactly. I mean, you know that I love alliterations, especially for some reason with the letter C. So I was like, casual COVID catch up because I do have COVID. I mean, I'm still like showing symptoms. We haven't tested ourselves. My brother is coming into town next week, so I don't know if I'll be able to see him. I'm gonna save my second test for when we could see him because obviously I don't want to get him sick. But yeah, we'll see about that. Guys, I'm gonna face my fears and go to a dentist soon, like today soon, Court, or are you organizing the appointment? You're so brave. I hate going to the dentist. I said that I was gonna go a while ago and I still haven't. So, you know, waiting on the Fortnite to finish updating. New season starts. Wait, Ahsoka is a skin? I'm gonna have to look at that. That's really cool. I loved when they did like the Vader skin. That was really, really cool in Fortnite. Callan, thank you so much for resubbing for 7 months. I hope you have a good day as well. It's so good to see you. So good to have you here. Kingardi, welcome in. I'm doing pretty well today. How are you? Aiden, welcome in. How are you? It's good to see you. How are you feeling? I feel so. If y'all didn't know, I got COVID and we got it while we were in Disney World. You know, the happiest place in the world gave me the best souvenir, which is COVID. And it's really weird because like in the beginning, I thought I had just a cold. And I actually thought it was like multiple things. It was very, very strange because like, so we did the first day of Disney and we went to Hollywood Studios, and which has Galaxy's Edge, and I'm so happy because like I was not sick at all that day. Like we rode so many rides. We were like on our feet all day. I think I had like 27,000 steps for the day. And I felt completely fine. Like I was tired, but it was from walking around all day. Like it was still a really good time. And then the next day we went to Epcot and I think it was like 9 a.m. and I was already like No, like this is gonna be a short day for me because this is not working out. And my legs hurt so bad and my feet felt like I was walking on Legos, but I was like, it's probably just because walked 27,000 steps the day before and I don't do that every day. Nova, welcome in. Thank you, thank you, thank you for your ticket. I thought Lana Del Rey was working at the Waffle House. How is she touring, please? That's gotta be promotional. My friend got it the second day of school. She teaches preschoolers. Yeah, I think there's like a big wave of COVID going around right now. Like, I think I probably have that like new COVID, not to flex or anything, but I have the new one. Paige, welcome in. Thank you so much for resubbing. Yes. Oh, you were a cast member? I didn't know that. I'll bring it up with the mouse. Please do. Please do. Thank you so much for resubbing for 4 months. Waleed, welcome in. Freezy, welcome in. I'll show you guys. I have a couple things in here that I got from Disney. But I got a few shirts that I don't have in here. Yeah, Mickey gave me COVID. Actually, my current running theory is that actually the Mandalorian gave me COVID because he's the only one that I got a picture with. And does he wear a big helmet? Yes. So, but I don't know. He or Grogu definitely gave me COVID. Waleed, it's good to see you. I don't know why, but I've been adding P to everyone's names. I love that, Court. I love that. Matt, welcome in. Thank you for your ticket. You just had COVID like 2 weeks ago. Yeah, Grogu did it, methinks. I could see Grogu doing it. It was definitely Grogu. I think so too. So as on the second day, we went to Epcot, and if y'all didn't know, like Epcot is like a lot of walking, and I knew like 9 a.m. I was gonna have to like go back to the hotel early. Like I was just like physically exhausted. And then I thought that I was getting like heat exhaustion because I could feel myself like running a fever, but the problem was that like every symptom that I was experiencing at that time was also a symptom of heat exhaustion. So I was like, oh, that's just like what it is, because it was like freaking 100 degrees in Florida. I thought that's what it was. So then it really sucked because the moment where I was like, I can't continue today, we were in Japan in Epcot, which if y'all don't know the layout of Epcot, you have like all these different countries, and Japan is literally the direct opposite of the exit. So I was dying in Japan and I was like, I have to go home. And it took us, I'm not exaggerating, it took us an hour to just walk to exit the park. So if y'all can imagine, I was not feeling good. I had to sit down like every 10 minutes and just like rest because I was like really not feeling good. But again, I thought it was heat exhaustion. Must have been Grogu since Mando wears a mask. I think so too. Yeah, it has been a bit since I streamed. Yeah, because I had vacation and then I got COVID on vacation. Kristen, thank you for the hype chat. I really appreciate it. It's such a good one too. Paige, thank you for your ticket as well. Yeah, we had storms last night too. Nicholas, welcome in. You got on early? What do you mean? Oh, like today? I always start at 10, right? Or do you mean like, I don't know what you mean. Nicholas, thank you for your ticket. How are you doing today? So then we exited, and then we were supposed to go to the Magic Kingdom the next day, but I was like, I wanted to be smart. I was like, I'm still not feeling well. And then I realized that it wasn't heat exhaustion because after my first fever went down, then I got it again like a few hours later, and I was like, that's weird because I'm in AC now and I shouldn't be getting heat exhaustion now. But then we just rested like the entire next day. We spent like the entire next day just relaxing. We watched a lot of Spy Family finally and played this game 2 Dots. And then like the next day I was like, oh, I feel better enough to like go to another park. And this is where I feel the idiocy in me comes in, because here's the thing, like I thought so many times throughout the pandemic that I had COVID. I did not, it was not even a thought that I had COVID right now because we've been so careful, and I have not had COVID once during this freaking pandemic. And I thought I just had like a cold. I thought I just had a cold. So we went to Magic Kingdom on Saturday, and we spent like a few hours there, and then we went to like Disney Springs, and then we went home the next day, and on the flight home it was awful. Like that was when I was like, oh no, because I was like talking to my parents and my mom was like, you might have COVID, and I was like, oh good. And the flight hurt so bad. Like I normally experience like my ears popping, but I chew gum and it's fine. But I was so congested on the way home. Like I was in so much pain, I like almost started crying like on the plane because of how congested I was with the altitude. And that's when I was like, ooh, this is not looking good for me. Bruce, welcome in. Thank you for your ticket. How are you? Caroline, welcome in. Thank you for resubbing for 31 months. How are you? It's so good to see you. Thank you for your ticket. And Chris, welcome in. Thank you for your ticket as well. Thank you, Bruce. So I was debating going to Disney while I'm here in Florida, but you have me sold on not going. Unfortunately, I feel like it's not like an isolated experience, like, because this is the first time I'm getting COVID ever. And I worked in a freaking elementary school with first graders, and I did not get COVID there, but I got COVID at Disney. And we were really, really careful. Like, we were really careful there because I was so... I'm like hyper conscious of germs around kids because I was a teacher. So yeah, I don't know. I mean, I don't want to sway anyone to do anything, but yeah, it does suck. Chelsea, welcome in. And Nicholas, thank you so much for resubbing for 2 months. Thank you. And Ghost, welcome in. Thank you for your ticket. And Chelsea, thank you for resubbing for 2 months as well. How are you? Hello, Snemmy. Hello. Caroline, how are you? Yeah, flights while congested were the worst. It really was. If you had to choose to watch again, what would it be? Clone Wars or Rebels? That's a tough question. I think I would watch Clone Wars again because it's been a while since I've seen it, like a year. So I think currently I would rewatch that. Dev, welcome in. Thank you for your ticket. How are you? And better, at least based on the title. Yes, I am feeling better every day. Like, and I will say I have a mild case, but I mean, I've been sick for like over a week now, like maybe a week and a half. So, but I am feeling really better every day. Yesterday was the first day where I didn't feel like totally exhausted during the day, which has been like the main thing is like the fatigue. And I don't know if you guys can hear my voice, but I'm like still congested. Icarus, welcome in. Thank you for your ticket. How are you? Joe, welcome in. Thank you for your ticket as well. How's it going? And Noah, welcome in. Thank you for your ticket. How are you? I feel like everyone is giving COVID now again. Yeah, like truly. I think there's like a wave where it's like, and it's weird because my symptoms have been changing every day. Like yesterday I got hives, so that was a really fun thing. And then I lost my taste for like a day and then it came back. So it's just like all over the board weird. Lucas, welcome in. I'm doing well today. How are you? I feel like you were just unlucky. Yeah. And it also just like makes me feel like dumb for getting COVID when I haven't had it at all before. I read that the symptoms for the latest strain are different. Oh, really? No fever. Okay, so maybe I don't have the new one. Do they still have all the plexiglass everywhere? No, they don't have any of that. Like, I was actually surprised, and that's the thing too. Like, I feel like a part of me like knew, because there was this point where I think we went on the alien ride in Toyland like maybe 3 times. And when I was getting off it one time, I was like, wow, I wonder how this place like functioned during like the peak of the pandemic, because it's really gross that you just sit in the same thing and like hold on to the same things that like children who... I literally saw this child in line. There was a water fountain and she literally put her whole mouth around the like faucet of the water fountain. And I was just looking and her parents were like on their phones. And I was like, please, this place is so gross. But yeah, it's, and they didn't like wipe it down or anything. But I had like hand sanitizer. Like, again, it's like weird because I was being really careful. Yeah, but I am feeling better. Dondom's welcome in. Thank you for your ticket. Joe, I'm glad that you're doing good. Glad you're feeling better. I wasn't sure if there was going to be a stream today and I almost forgot to check. Yeah, I wasn't sure either. It's also like anxiety inducing to like stream again after a big break, but here we are out here doing it. Speedy recovery vibes to you. Working most of today. Glad to have stream to vibe. I hope work goes well for you, Donums. Thank you, thank you. You had COVID twice. Do you think your symptoms were different each time? I'm flying to Florida next week. Can't wait to get my own COVID, Chris. No, I hope you don't. I think, yeah, just be careful. Just be careful. That's how you strengthen your immune system. Must be from Pawnee. That's right, they do that in Parks and Rec, don't they? Lick the handles for herd immunity. That's what I was doing. But yeah, overall, I still had a good time. I feel a lot better today. I am kind of like nervous for how long I can stream today because like I haven't been able to like do much without feeling like I need to nap immediately after, but that's okay. We'll just see. We'll just see. I mean, Final Fantasy 16 is kind of like, it's not a chill game, but it's like, it doesn't, I don't know, like there's a lot of cutscenes, so it's kind of relaxing in that way. The last time I went to Disney World, I got a nosebleed 5 minutes before boarding my flight. Oh my god, no. That probably felt like awful on the flight as well. Thank you for working out, Cora. Borg, welcome in. Yes, too many coronas. Exactly. I mean, I still had a really good time at Disney, so that's really cool. And yeah, I don't think I have anything else to say about COVID, but that's good. Do y'all want to see my best purchase ever? So this thing I wanted to buy while I was in Disney, but they actually didn't have it. They only had Bo-Katans and Boba Fett's, and I didn't want theirs. I wanted the Mandalorians. So when I got home, I was like, I have COVID. I deserve to treat myself. So I got this, and I can actually put it on. Wait, okay, you guys can still hear me, right? I literally feel so ridiculous in it, but isn't this amazing? Like, I was literally like, I literally have COVID. I deserve this. I can't recall, but do you have any interest in playing Mass Effect? I don't think I really know about Mass Effect. I don't know what kind of game that is. Full Mando helmet stream when? I was thinking of making a channel point of redemption for like 5 minutes. Give us a voice line. It doesn't have voice lines. It does have this button for the flashlight, so that's really nice because I can see. Let me see. Wait, I have an idea. Hold on. I would like to see the baby. Okay, was that worth it? Was that worth it? I mean, voice. Oh wait, I like that I didn't even see. I didn't even say Mando's line. I said somebody else's. Oh my god. This is the way. This is the way. Anyways, that's how I'm doing right now. The Ahsoka skin looks amazing. I'll have to look at it. I want one. You should get one. So at Disney World, I mean, it actually kind of worked out that I couldn't get this at Disney World either because it's like freaking huge. I don't think it would fit in my backpack. I mean, my suitcase, nor my backpack actually. But they had Bo-Katans and they had Boba Fett's. I almost got Bo-Katans, but I don't really like hers much. I like like this one is just classic. I can drop a rundown of Mass Effect in the Discord. Yeah, I would be interested in reading that. Trev, welcome in. Good evening. Good evening, Trev. How are you? It's good to see you. It would have been a carry-on for sure. I know. Can you imagine somebody, not even just me specifically, just anyone, boarding a plane with this as their carry-on? It reminds me of when I was in middle school and I bought a skateboard when I went to Provincetown, New England, and I had it on as a carry-on on my flight home, and I thought I was the main character. Imagine having to take that home. It's actually so nice inside too. Look at this. It's like I don't know. I did not expect this quality, but look at it inside. And this part you can like take out to like adjust it to your head, which was nice because when I first put it on, I mean, you can't really see through this like at all really, but when I first put it on, it like covered my eyes, so I really couldn't see. But you could adjust it so that you can see better. I just imagine Emmy during a blackout. That's the only flashlight she has. Exactly. I definitely think people have used that as their carry-on, as they should. Puts popcorn in helmet. Man, you would never get the kernels out of some of those spots. Cosplay stream in full Mando armor? If only I had. Yeah, that looks like a very safe helmet. Should I like take up... What if I take up skateboarding again and then I wear that as my helmet? You can do Mando cosplay now? I absolutely can. How does Chai react to it? I don't know. She was in here for the experience of me first like unboxing it and like putting it on for the first time. So she was kind of just like looking at it and I let her smell it so she wasn't scared. But I think if she doesn't see me put it on and if I were to like walk into the room where she is, she would probably bark at me because she doesn't even like it when I wear hoods sometimes. Like she doesn't recognize me really well. I think Chai should wear it. Chai, this thing is heavy. This thing is heavy. It would like, if I put it on her, she would be stuck. Tetra, welcome in. Yes, I did skateboard when I was in middle and high school. With that helmet and skateboarding, y'all definitely be the main character. Thank you so much, Caroline. Thank you so much. But I got to meet the Mandalorian in Disney. I posted that picture, I think, like everywhere because I was really excited. He was just like walking around and he wasn't like doing like a meet and greet or character spotlight, whatever. He was literally just walking around. So it was just happenstance that I found him. And then like there was a crowd around him because everybody wants pictures with him. And the person kept saying like, oh, he's on a mission, so that means that he can't get pictures with everyone and he has to go soon. And I was so scared. I was like, no, like this is why I'm here. And I was really scared that I wouldn't get a picture with him, but then he chose me and I was so nervous, you guys. It was really embarrassing. Like I was literally like, hello. And then when Kristen was taking my picture, I was like trying to smile, but like, you know, when you're like smiling, but like your smile like shakes, like that was me. I was like, this is so embarrassing that I'm this nervous about it. How are you feeling, Grammy? I'm feeling better. I'm still congested. I'm still also like pretty tired, but I don't know how much of that is just like being tired because it's so rainy here. Savvy, welcome in. I am all right. I do have COVID though. Star Wars Freak, welcome in. Thank you for your ticket. How's it going? She actually meant to write COVID ketchup. It's a new flavor. Ew. I bet they sell that at McDonald's. Don't they have something low-key going on at McDonald's now? PSL, pumpkin spice latte. How does, yeah, wait. It's pumpkin spice latte time. I think they brought those back yesterday. I haven't gotten one yet. I actually haven't had a pumpkin spice latte in years, but I used to really like them. Like, I still like them, but I have other drinks that I prefer. If you wore that helmet the entire time, you'd probably be perfectly healthy right now. That's such a good point. Something low-key from Marvel. Luis, welcome in. Thank you for your ticket. How's it going? Joey, welcome in. PSA for PSL. Exactly. Pumpkin spice COVID. The taste of autumn. I've been trying to get Emmy to try them now that I'm in my coffee era. I've had it before. I mean, it's only been a day. Savvy, thank you for your ticket. Joey, thank you for your ticket. Yeah, pumpkin spice already. I'm doing okay today, Louise. I'm doing pretty good, I would say. And I'm glad that you're doing good too. COVID hit me like a truck last year, like a bad sinus infection with chills. Yeah, mine hopefully it doesn't like I mean, I'm really congested, but it's like I wouldn't even say it's annoying anymore, but I've been sick since last Wednesday, so I would say like my symptoms are hopefully fading fast. I know I should have known, but I am a little dense being blondish. It's okay. I mean, I bet you don't. Do you even use like the abbreviation PSL in Sweden? I think a Korean band has one of those McDonald things. Oh, again? I know that, what's that one group? B something? They had something like a year ago or something, and I actually really liked their McDonald's meal. Duncan brought it back last week and I couldn't resist. Wait, Duncan has it too? I didn't know that. It's been 2 days since I've begun my quest for the giant pumpkins. Oh, New Jeans. New Jeans has a meal? What is it? I'm trying to convince Alex that we should go get a PSL. Look at me, I know that tomorrow. You should go. Yeah, Cora is so young and hip. I love to see it. But yeah, y'all, Star Wars Land was so cool at Disney. We went on the Millennium Falcon twice. And the first time we got like fast pass tickets, and then the second time it was raining and everybody was like freaking out about a little bit of rain. And I didn't. So we just went in and there wasn't even a line. It was kind of crazy. And that was a really, really cool ride. And then I went on Star Tours like 5 times. Because it was AC'd and there was like always a 5-minute wait. I hadn't heard this shirt from before yesterday, but it's called, oh, it is called the same here. Okay. Have you ever had soju? I have had soju before. I'm not really a fan. Trev, what is that? Genyum. Luke, welcome in. Thank you for your ticket. How's it going? That's okay, Nicholas. Do you have a soju story? That's scary. I feel like soju stories are scary. Luke, thank you. How are you doing today? Gizmo prefers the taste of corduroy. Yeah, I actually hate corduroy, but my pants today are like kind of them. They're like sweatpants, but they're not exactly, well, maybe they are. Never mind. I don't know what I'm talking about. Soju isn't scary. Soju is scary because like, yeah, I feel like every time somebody drinks soju, it's a mess. Are you doing a reaction to Azuka? Do you mean Ahsoka? I am. I posted my first reaction to episode 1 of Ahsoka yesterday on YouTube and the day before on Patreon. And I watched the second episode yesterday. It's really good so far. Are y'all watching Ahsoka? When I went to Disney, there was somebody, just like a normal person, cosplayed as Ahsoka, and she was there for like the whole day. And her cosplay was really, really good. Like I actually thought it was like a Disney hired person that was like cosplaying her, but it wasn't. And the only reason I knew that is that she was just like with her friends who were not in cosplay, so that was kind of cool. And I also saw somebody that was with Disney was there as Sabine, which was really cool to see. And then I saw Darth Vader. I got a picture with him. I saw Chewbacca, and I saw Mando, obviously. Alaner, welcome in. How's it going? Corduroy sweatpants sound stuffy. Yeah, they're not exactly corduroy, I guess, but they're like ribbed, I guess. And I don't know what that. I would say it's more velvet, maybe. I've been watching Ahsoka, very excited for more. Yes, it's so good. It's so good. That's all I have drank with my coworkers, and it's like the safest drink. Okay, every time you drink with your coworkers, though, you're like, we drank too much. Yeah, Star Wars cosplays are so cool. You can cosplay at Disney. Well, apparently, so I told Kirsty about that, which if y'all didn't know, I'm about to out Kirsty. She's a Disney adult. And she told me that you can't typically cosplay at Disney, like they won't allow that. But it might be different in like Hollywood Studios for Star Wars, because I saw a mother and daughter cosplayed as well, as someone from the sequel trilogy, and they were fine. And I saw that Ahsoka person, but in the other parks, I did not see anybody like cosplayed as any of the princesses and stuff. Yeah, Icarus, exactly. Or is that just for princesses? It might just be for princesses because like I don't know. I don't really know why they would allow it. I think Kersey was saying that it's because it confuses the kids. And honestly, I was confused when I saw that Ahsoka person because I thought it was like a real one. I was gonna ask her with a picture. I cosplay as a tourist at Disney for my next trip. I'm gonna cosplay as a stressed father. Dude, I can't imagine going to Disney World with kids. That's like, I think I said that like probably 5 times a day, how awful of an experience it would be to go to Disney with kids. I just can't imagine it. It would just be so stressful. Leva, welcome in. Thank you for your ticket. How's it going? Me sending Amanda pics of boy paper? Boy paper? What is boy paper? If I can't cosplay as Java, would I? Why would I even go? I wish I could do that. I thought you drink soju like a hard seltzer. Yes, that's how a lot of people think about soju. Oh, it didn't affect you? That's interesting. I'm outing Kersey as a Disney adult. Yeah, I think it's so the kids don't get confused, right? What the hell is boy paper? That's what I'm asking too. Is that like the opposite of pink tax, which is like a real thing? Like if they sell something in the color pink aimed for girls, it's usually more expensive than just the normal item. Maybe they allow it at Disney because all those things that people was wearing, you can buy from the shops. No, you couldn't. The person that Ahsoka was wearing, you could not buy that from the shops. You could buy like her cape and like Minnie Mouse ears with the Ahsoka thingies, sitting in the queue lines with 3 kids. No, I literally can't imagine. It was so nice too that it was just Kristen and I, because since there were just 2 of us, a lot of times we could skip the line because they would be looking for parties of 2. And like so many people had like 4 or more people in their party, so they couldn't go on. So we could skip lines a lot. You can control Disney adults, but you can only contain Star Wars adults, so they let them cosplay. That's funny. So it's not that you're excited about paper? Oh boy, paper. Boy paper is pictures of Korean men that I spent. Oh, like photo cards. Or is that actually different? Yeah, but speaking of kids, y'all want to know the weirdest thing? I live in the same town that I student taught in, and every time I go out here, I'm like, I wonder if I'll see one of my students. And like, I've always kind of hoped that I would see one of my students just to like say hello to them. And then like one day, actually the morning of the day that we were going to Hollywood Studios, I was like, isn't it crazy? Like I had this one student who would mention going to Disney World like multiple times a year. And I'm like, isn't it crazy that they do that? And they're from Ohio. Like that's wild. They must have annual passes, even though they're from Ohio. And then that day in Galaxy's Edge, this was when I really thought I was like having hallucinations from the heat, because I saw him, that student that I was talking about. I saw him first. I saw his older brother and I was like, huh, that looks an awful like that kid that I like, the older brother of the kid that I taught. And then I saw him, and then I saw his parents, and I was like, what? Like, what are the odds of seeing someone who I never see here, even though we're in close proximity? And then we go states away, and I see them on the day that I talk about them. It was so strange. I didn't say hello to them because they were like, we were like walking, and it wasn't like a crowd, but there was like a group of people in between us. So I didn't want to like run up to them and surprise them because I didn't even know if my kid would recognize me, because I was not wearing like clothes that I wear as a teacher, because we were in Florida. So yeah, I didn't bother them, but it was just kind of funny. I barely remember my Sydney trip other than my dad made me pull my tooth before I went to sleep. Oh, Disney, because it was too loose. Did that hurt? Annual passes make you feel like you're saving money, even though you literally wouldn't go on so many trips if you didn't have it. Well, don't you like just pay for the flight and the hotel if you have annual passes? So I guess it depends. Like maybe people have really good deals on that. White Bearded, welcome in. Thank you, thank you. How are you? I feel like annual passes are only worth it if you live close and you can just drive. Yeah, I mean, it would be so cool to live close to Disney and that be like the park that you go to. It was also decorated for Halloween, which was like, it was cool that we went at the time that we did because I've never seen, I mean, I've only been to Disney once, so I've never seen it decorated for Halloween. You once randomly met your theater teacher at a water park. I had yelled in a fun way at a random person. I couldn't see because no glasses, and that person found me later and it was her. That's funny. The coincidence is wild. Mello, welcome in. Thank you for your ticket. How are you? The greatest thing was the old park passes they used to sell and they never expired. We are going through my parents' stuff a few years ago and found park passes from a decade ago that still have a few punches. Oh, that's awesome. I think passes now still don't expire because I forget why, but like we were considering rescheduling our Disney trip and apparently you could do that for like whenever. An old classmate of mine lives in Kentucky. He went to Disney with the family and by coincidence, our high school's marching band was in the parade. That's wild. That's girl money though. This is 50% off. I'm losing money if I don't buy that. I was just thinking about girl money because if y'all have Apple Pay and Apple Cash, I consider all my money and Apple Cash to not be real. I don't know if y'all like feel that way, but like sometimes like Kristen will send me money for something and I'll just like keep it in my Apple Cash. And then when I have to pay for something and it's with my Apple Cash, I'm like, oh my God, it's free. Even though like the only reason Kristen sent me that money was because like I bought something. Yeah, the Halloween decorations were really cute. Daniel, welcome in. How's it going? Do you still feel sick? I feel congested still, and we'll see. I'm not sure how long I'll be able to stream for because I've been getting like really fatigued, but we'll see. We'll see. Daniel, thank you for your ticket. How's it going? Apple Cash and Venmo are free money. Exactly. Yeah, Apple Cash is kind of like Venmo. Yeah, it's basically like Venmo. I feel that way about Venmo. Yeah, that's me with Venmo for sure. I don't think we have Apple Cash. Oh, in Europe? Really? I mean, it's basically just like you could text people, you could send people money in iMessage. You just have to have like your bank connected. In hindsight, we should have bought dozens of those passes before the tickets became the price of a mortgage. That's true. We were lucky that we got a good deal on our tickets and our plane tickets too. I don't think we have Apple Cash. That's so interesting. Did you have a favorite park? My favorite park by far was Hollywood Studios. Like the Galaxy's Edge was really, really cool and it had my favorite rides. Like, I think. We didn't go to Animal Kingdom because we took like a sick day, but I think at Animal Kingdom, there's just that Avatar ride and like the safari and like there's other stuff too, but I think that was what we were most interested in doing. And I was like not really interested in the safari because we can do that around here. And we went on soaring in Epcot. So Epcot was the day that I was feeling really, really sick. And we went there and I had just had like coffee that morning, maybe a banana. I don't even think I had a banana yet, but we were there at 9 a.m. with Fast Pass tickets for soaring. And if y'all don't know soaring, it's a lot of people love this ride, but basically you go in like these seats. They're kind of like airplane seats. And it's like a hangar and they scoop you up and you're like in an IMAX theater. And if y'all know me, yes, I did get motion. I got so motion sick, which it was not fun. I think I watched it like halfway through. Basically, they like play this video where you're soaring, and it feels like you're like going through the world, like that. Like you get to see things like the Taj Mahal and stuff like that. The Taj Mahal is when I had to close my eyes because I was feeling so sick. Like I was really holding on for dear life. I was literally like, oh my God, I'm so motion sick. And then I had to like close my eyes and I was making myself like deep breathing, but I felt like I was gonna vomit. And I literally had the thought like, where do I vomit? Because like you're suspended and I don't even know where. Like I wouldn't want to like stop the ride either. Well, I guess that's silly if I'm gonna vomit. But anyways, I was pretty sure I was gonna be fine. But I did have the thought where I was like, if I have to spontaneously vomit, this is what I was gonna do. I was gonna this is so gross. I was gonna open my shirt and just throw up there because I didn't want to get it all over the ride. But I didn't vomit, you guys, so it's not gross. It's not gross because it didn't happen. But I was just like, that was just where my mind went. I was like, if I had to do it, I would just throw up in my own shirt and then I could like just take care of myself instead of them having to like take care of everything else. But it was kind of funny because I was like holding on for dear life, like with my eyes closed and like deep breathing. And there was this like, he must have been like 10 or 11 years old. He was right next to me with his grandma. And he was like, whoa, this is so awesome. And I was just like, please get me off of this ride. Borg, what a good poll. Best part of Disney? Leaving? Who voted leaving? I like the rides. The Star Wars rides were so cool. The Millennium Falcon was really, really, really cool. May, welcome in. Thank you for your ticket. How are you? Thank you for lurking. The Fortnite skin for Ahsoka is really cool. I think the reason you have Apple Cash because your banks make it hard to send people money easily. Oh, that's true. I forgot about that. Sounds like California Soaring. Yeah. That ride that I was just talking about was Soaring. I think the ride in Animal Kingdom that we didn't go on because we didn't go there is like the same thing, but you're in like a bike. I love Soaring, but it's definitely one of those that you got to prepare for, right? And it was just like the Epcot day was like the perfect storm for me of awfulness because I was already feeling exhausted, like my legs and my feet hurt so bad. And then I only had coffee that morning, and then we went on Soaring, and then I was like feeling motion sick for like an hour, and then we went outside and it was like 100 degrees. And Epcot has so much walking and like no shade. Like all the other parks were like fine even in the heat because like you walk by a bunch of indoor buildings that have like their doors open, so you like feel the breeze of AC and there's shade from the buildings. But Epcot was pretty awful because it didn't. Thunder will come in all over the person in front of you. Well, yeah, I guess I could have. Wait, to vomit when you're soaring over the US is so realistic. So it's realistic, please. Lucas, welcome in. I'm doing okay. How are you? Were the waiting lines good or bad? Well, we had the Genie Plus. So we had that for each park and it really wasn't that expensive. And basically every like couple hours you could get a lightning lane pass. So we did that. And while we were waiting in between those rides, we would go on like, the Disney app told you the wait time for different rides. So we just like would go on the ones that weren't a long time. So they really weren't bad. I think the longest we waited in line for a ride was like 20 minutes. So it really wasn't bad. The worst part about Disney is leaving because of collective traffic of 40,000 people. I mean, that's true. Luckily, our hotel that we stayed at, they had like a bus service where they picked us up. However, we used it to get to the park because that was easy to catch, but it was not easy to catch on the way back. So we usually just Ubered. And our hotel was like super close to the park, so it wasn't expensive either. Did you drink around the world? I did not. We stayed at Epcot until like noon, and then I had to go home, and it took us an hour to walk out of the park because I was in Japan when I was feeling sick, which is the opposite side of the exit. It was so awful. Ramiel, welcome in. Thank you so much for gifting a sub, and it went to Ash. Thank you. How are you doing today? Cosmic Rewind uses virtual queue. Yes, some of the... I don't think any of the rides we went on had a virtual queue. But I think some of them do. Disney got so much better with your lightning lanes and stuff. I think we didn't have to wait more than 5 to 10 minutes. Yeah, I think it said like 20 minutes one time, but it was only ever like 10 minutes. It was really not bad. Toy Story had some issues. Yeah, Toyland had a lot of issues. Which, speaking of Toy Story, I have never seen a Toy Story 3 or 4, but when we were really sick with COVID on Sunday and Monday this week, I finally watched them. We watched Toy Story 1 and 2 on one day, and then 3 and 4 and the new Lightyear movie on the next day. And it was really, really, really good. Nova, thank you so much for resubbing for 4 months. It's good to have you here. There is that one time when someone on a ride, the ones that send you straight up and spin you, I was on, actually vomited and people below ran to cover. God, that's so gross. That's so gross. I mean, it was just, that was what I was mainly concerned about, was like getting sick, and like, I didn't want it to be gross for anyone. That's why I had the thought to just throw up my own shirt, because then I could like clean myself off, and then hopefully no workers would have to like do too much gross cleaning. I've never been to Disney. Can someone take me? I don't know if I'll be going back anytime soon, but I do want to go back. 4 should have never existed. For what? For parks? Toy Story 5. Oh, Toy Story 4. Toy Story 5 is the Barbie movie. Oh yeah. Toy Story 3. Toy Story 3 made me cry. And then Toy Story 4, that one didn't make me cry, and I was just like, what's happening? That one was interesting. Wait lines really depend on the season. I remember going in July and Big Thunder Mountain was over an hour. Yeah, Thunder Mountain, we went on that one. That one looked really long if you didn't have a lightning pass, but we did. And it was so packed in there. Splash Mountain, which is interesting, Splash Mountain was closed. And that was kind of a bummer because I wanted to go on it, but then we looked into it, and I guess like Splash Mountain, the ride is based on like a plantation. So they're actually replacing it, they're redoing it, and they're making it Tiana's Bayou Adventure, which we just rewatched Princess and the Frog last night. And I think that's like really nice that not only are they replacing that ride, but they're also replacing it with Tiana's story. I mean, with the fact that it was based on a plantation before, that replacement is like really good, I feel. Lion, welcome in. Do you think they're making a new Toy Story movie? I wonder what it would be about. Big Thunder sits around 2 hours. That's wild. They should introduce a new cast if they do a new Toy Story. I could see that. Yeah, I could see that too. Sorry, my Disney adult is showing. Yeah, they're redoing it. Yeah. Disney adults are pissed about that. Are they really? I don't know if you've ever cleaned up after kindergarten kids. Nothing adults do can phase you. I could see that. That's like mom buff. I always think about like how amazing my mom was for like always. I mean, my mom was a nurse as well, so that's why I figured she was so good. Like whenever I would like get sick as a kid, she was not phased at all. Clay, thank you so much for the gifted sub to Manda. I really appreciate it. Thank you both for being here. Arthur, welcome in. Thank you for your ticket. How are you? It's good to see you. If they made a new Toy Story movie, it would be about my lost treasure planet toy. Toy Story 3 was such a good finale. Probably why I didn't see 4. I mean, it was interesting. I would say it was pretty predictable. And I didn't really understand what the point of it is. Like, I thought it would be nice if like Andy gave Woody and his toys to like his kids, but then that would be like a good finale, because like why would you want to watch the same thing over again? So I don't know, if they're making another Toy Story, I would be interested in what it would be about. Yeah, Clay, thank you again. I appreciate that. My favorite Star Wars character, I really like the Mandalorian, and I really like Ahsoka. Some Disney adults are mad about Splash Mountain, but I think it's like a loud minority. Yeah, I could see that. They are actually... Wait, for real they are? Have you seen Final Fantasy VII Advent Children yet? I have not. I need to... We're gonna start playing Crisis Core sometime this next week. So probably like after that. My grandma used to take care of us kids and she was a matron blessed woman, literally. I think you get like a motherly buff or parent buff. Those toys gotta fall apart eventually. True. I also don't even understand it because like, why were the kids in Toy Story 3 and 4, I can't remember the timeline exactly, why were they still excited about Buzz Lightyear? Like that's already like 10 years later. Who would want a 10-year-old toy? Crisis Core, yeah, I'm excited for Crisis Core. People hate change regardless if it's good or bad. So true. It's weird not hearing it called Crisis Core. Ramen, welcome in. Oh, he's a collector's item? It's vintage core, please. Admiral, welcome in. I'm doing pretty okay. Yeah, how are you doing? It's good to see y'all. All right, I mean, it's been about an hour. I don't have much else to talk about. I did show everyone this in the beginning, so I'll show y'all again. It'll stay on my shelf. Well, in Toy Story world, they made at least 5 sequels to Buzz Lightyear. Wait, really? Buzz Lightyear movie was really, really cool. Shock, welcome in. How's it going? The toys can upload their consciousnesses into video games. Oh god, that would be weird. I'm feeling pretty okay, Shock. I am getting better every day. It's just like different symptoms every day. But the constant of fatigue and congestion. In universe, they definitely would have abused the buzz. True. Metro, welcome in. How are you? It's good to see you. Yes, happy Friday. I can't believe it's Friday. I have like no sense of time. All right, I'm gonna change my stream title. Should I just change it? Giving Clive COVID. I think that's a good one. Final Fantasy 16. We shall get into it. And I need to remember how to stream. That would be a good idea, wouldn't it? There are some symptoms when I'm sick that just make it so hard to do anything, and fatigue can really overwhelm. Yeah, exactly. The fatigue is really like the most annoying thing, because when we would take Chai out, like I would literally, we just take her out to go to the bathroom. We haven't been doing walks, obviously, but like we just take her out to go to the bathroom, and coming up the stairs back to our apartment, I'm like winded and my muscles feel like they're falling off. It's not very fun. How far am I? I actually don't know. 73%. I'm gonna have to put that in the stream title too. 73 out of 100%. Mando helmet for 5 hours, please. Fatigue sometimes when I'm sick is the worst part because it feels like it feeds into everything else. Yeah, exactly. Caroline, I wonder if that is 73% or not. Yeah, because it is weird. I did just like restart my PlayStation because before I started streaming, it didn't even say the percentage. Sandwich, welcome in. How's it going? Shock, thank you. All right, let's get into the game. It's been a while. We left off at a really crazy part last time. Yes, Caroline, no problem. I'm actually scared because if I am ahead of you, Caroline, maybe, yeah, I'll open this and then you can see where I am. Because I don't want to say what we just did in case I am ahead of you. Is Clive vaccinated? Probably not. Probably, I'm gonna guess probably not. Given the time period and all. No, don't be sorry. Don't be sorry. I don't want to spoil anything for you. or anyone. Except I am currently glomped onto Ellie and obviously cannot move. Is it rainy for y'all? Get your ass to get to CVS. Chunky, how are you? Amanda. Oh god, not the anti-vaxxer. It's been thunderstorming here for like 3 days.
How is your brother?
Asleep since I returned from the
Caroline, no problem. Thank you for lurking.
Taya says he should be back on his feet soon enough. For a while, at least. She discovered
No problem,
something on
Bruce. Thank you
his
for
chest.
lurking as well.
A swelling, circled in stone.
I know, I miss Jill and Clive so much.
For every mountain we climb, another rises up to greet us, doesn't it?
It's never ending.
The thunder you're hearing is just Chai snoring. Yeah, that's confirmed, actually. Look at Clive, our boy. Y'all, I
Even the
literally
sky
missed him so much when I
seems
was
to
in
have grown
Disney.
tired of it all.
I'll pin this as well. All right. So now that people are lurking, to mention what happened last stream, it was literally like the craziest place to leave off. I might forget some things, so if y'all remember things that I don't, I mean, it's been so long since I've played this. But basically, we found Dion. We had to fight Dion while he was in his icon form. And he had killed his father when he meant to kill Ultron, aka like his half brother. And then he did kill Ultron, and then friggin' Annabella killed herself. And that's where we left off. And now I guess Joshua is with us. Joshua, I always want to accidentally call Jonathan. I don't know why. When will Clive come to Disney and Disney buy Final Fantasy? Wouldn't that be so cool, though? I was wearing my chai shirt when Mary and I were up north, and this lady in a shop asked me so many questions about her. Eventually, I was like, hold on, I will find you a couple pictures. That's so cute. Gotta add COVID. You're so right, Amanda. I would love some crab rangoon. I got crab rangoon when we were sick in Florida, and it was so nice. Okay, the power of light, Clive. Right, because Bahamut is Dion, so we were able to get that too. Avery, welcome in. I'm doing pretty okay. How are you? Kingdom Hearts was halfway there? That's actually such a good point. Welcome in. Thank you so much for resubbing for 11 months. Thank you, thank you. How are you doing today, Em? It's so good to see you. Attuning with Bahamut not only changes the elemental aspect of Clive's magic spells, but also allows access to several new iconic abilities, such as Impulse, which creates multiple spheres of light that pursue a target, dealing it continuous damage. Cool.
Taya won't be happy if I disturb Joshua.
Do I have to manually turn that
Might
on?
as well see what Otter has to say.
I think so. Gears and icons? Yeah. So we have Phoenix, Garuda, and Ramu. I actually really like Garuda. I don't know how I feel about Ramu. I'm kind of interested in trying Bahamut for that. For at least a bit. Getting ready for a week off work? That's so exciting. What are you gonna do for it? It feels like I'm looking at a brand new game. I know it has been so long. Guys, look at all our letters. We have so many letters. Smolty, welcome in. No. What exam did you have? Wait, what are these? I was thumbing through. Oh, I can accept side quests here? I didn't know that. I was thumbing through the hideaway ledgers at Otto's behest and might have come across something that might need your attention. Maybe. And by that, I mean immediately. Ominous. Something ain't right with that hound of yours when it pleases your lordship? Something ain't right? How do you mean? How do you mean something ain't right? The pen is mightier. I'm going to sit and play Baldur's Gate 3. Oh, is Baldur... How's everybody liking that game? Because I'm seeing so much about it. You're gonna go hiking at Devil's Lake? I hope you have a good time. Qualitative methods? Is that, like, related to... What is that related to? Cheers for your help dragging Blackthorn out of the dumps the other day. The thing is, I reckon he's gone and thrown himself back in, judging by the droop of his jowls lately. So I'm thinking, maybe it weren't just the leather what was on his mind. Maybe there's other demons jabbing their pitchforks into... What? Maybe there's other demons jabbing their pitchforks into his privates. Okay. I know you're a busy bloke, but next time you find yourself free... That is quite the descriptor. Maybe we could go and ask the old bastard what's got him so hot and bothered. I mean, that one's a plus sign, so I think we should do that. I also want to do the one about Torgal. Do you get, like, a redo method or anything like that, Smolty? I romance a vampire, let's go. That game is basically Dungeons and Dragons, isn't it? Okay, I'm gonna do that one. Oh?
What could be wrong with Torgor? He seemed well enough when I last saw him.
Yeah, I don't know. That's cool that you can accept quests here, though. I don't think I knew that. Playing Starfield, but I'm scared because I have a short attention span and it looks complicated. Oh yeah, that's coming out soon, isn't it? Oh, qualitative. Okay, okay. That's interesting. That's good that you get another opportunity for it. I'm gonna say yes to this one too.
Hopefully it's nothing.
Since it's like one of those ones that I think you can get something from. The Toral one, I'm interested in it. Why are they saying something's not right with him? Okay. Let's read this one. I trust you and your party gain the Dominion without further event. Should your travels ever bring you back to the markets and put you in need of additional assistance, you will find the Crimson Caravans make more than happy to oblige. We might even offer a discount on our usual rates. Thank you, Eloise. Reports from our brothers and sisters afield are all the same. These accursed skies... Is it accursed or accursed? I don't know. Skies cast not only a pall over the land, but over the hearts of our people. Hearts already heavy from the fall of the Dominion and the destruction of Storm's final mother, Crystal. For now, the realm endures, but with each new flood to do, her few remaining children descend further into madness. The situation is, as ever, dire. Fresh wings shall find you on the new moon's turning. Until then, our watch continues. Is that August? Just chilling here for the rest of the day. Well, thank you for coming in. Clive catching up on 2 weeks of mail. I know, it's like when you're away and you check all your emails after. Snacks, welcome in. How are you? Good morning. Word out of Twinside is that there's little left of the capital after the Mad Prince's royal tantrum. But what of you and yours? Did you manage an escape before the city went tits up, please? The language. I've been not used to this. I trust you did, but a Stalis might be good to set Elle's mind at ease. Alright, we accepted quests. Jilly's over here.
It will take time to come to
We
terms
love
with
Jilly.
everything that happened in the Dominion. But time is the one thing we always seem to lack.
Tell me about it. Tell me about it. I'm always wishing for more hours in the day. Okay, we don't have anything new in here. I want to get more things over there. Oh, we're looking for that Bomb King as well. And I don't think I could find him. This is Blackthorn. So we could start his quest.
Do you have a moment?
Not
Maybe
really,
just getting
no.
started with side quests before we
This
do the
won't
main
take
thing.
long. I just wanted to ask how you're getting on. August was worried about you, that you might still be doubting your craft, even after learning the trick of that cuirass. Is there something else weighing on your mind? Perhaps sharing your thoughts might help.
That bastard's like a dog with a bone. Still,
August?
he's got a keen eye, I'll give him that. He's just, well, Karen showed me something. Something I've never seen before.
What is it?
And that was?
A sword. An odd-looking thing with a single-edged blade. The metal itself wasn't anything to write home about, but fuck me. The edge on it. You could slice a man clean in two with a weapon like that, and he'd be halfway home before he even realised he'd been cut.
So that's what's troubling you.
No. Not troubling me exactly. More distracting. Can't stop thinking, how do you get an edge that sharp? It's driving me mad.
And if you knew how to do it, we could arm the curse breakers with even better blades.
That's about the size of it, yeah.
I'll see what I can find out. Sharper swords are always welcome.
Sharper
We can't have
swords
our master
are
blacksmith
always
being
welcome.
distracted.
You're a soft touch, you know that. But I can't say I'm not grateful for it. Good luck, eh?
Thank you. Let's see what Karen knows about this sword.
Yes, let us see. I don't get what kind of state everything's in if it's tits up. I think it just means it's like a mess for some reason. Because my parents owned a business. Whenever we came back from a 2-week holiday, they would literally have a sack of mail. That's so overwhelming. I am doing good overall, I would say. It's multi. I'm still really congested. And I was really sick in the beginning, but
I got your note.
we're feeling better every day.
You think something's wrong with Torgal?
Cure
So you
ass.
can read. Congratulations.
Thank you, Karen. I know how to read. I'm literate.
I said something weren't right. He's not been eating me treats. He used to love cracking the
Yeah,
bones from
snacks like
Molly's
that.
boiled brown, but now he won't so much as look at him. Didn't like him. Which is why I'm of a mind that his mind's on something else. You've not been working him too hard, have you?
No harder than usual.
Yeah, this Karen literally has a Karen
Is
haircut.
that it, boy?
Look at Torgal. There
need a
he is,
rest.
JC. I knew you were looking for him.
What was it you said he was? A frost wolf?
That's what the lawsman seems to think.
Then maybe this all has something to do with whatever it is that's woken inside him.
I suppose things have been different since Rosalith. Perhaps Hippocrates knows something.
Instead of everything, you mean? Perhaps.
I think he likes a hard candy like a Zotz. I also don't know what that is. Wait, why do I have to speak to her again? That's fine. It's
You're
a
looking
fruity
well,
hard
Karen.
candy and then it fizzles
What do you want?
fizzes in the
Out with
middle?
it.
I've
I want
never
to know
heard
about
of
the
that.
sword you showed Blackthorn.
Means it's all gone wrong?
Single-edged
Okay.
and extremely sharp.
Running around after him again, are you?
I suppose I am, yes. But I need to help him find out how to work an edge like that.
Yes, Torgy.
It's driving him to
Everyone
distraction.
pet the Torgal.
Little wonder, I suppose. There's not many like
Karen,
that. make it
for
as
real,
far as
has
the
a Karen
twins, and
haircut
those
as
that
well.
do go straight into private collections.
It just doesn't look like it because
which
she's
made
gone
it
gray.
nice and easy
Guys,
finding a
I found a
buyer.
gray hair the other day,
tell
but
me
then I
about
called my
it?
mom and she said
is
that
he
was an
now?
anomaly.
You think I tell people who my clients
I was really
are?
freaked out about it.
Suppose
But she
you're
said
not
that I've
likely to
apparently
go
always
nicking
had
him
like
off me,
one
are
gray
you
hair
now?
since I was like 4.
Fine. If you stop mooning at me like that. Lord Ignac's
And then also then I like
bloke,
straightened my
collects
hair
weapons
and
the
it
like.
just fell out,
And he's
so I
got
think
more
we're
money than
okay.
sense, which is why he's one of my favourite clients. Reckon he'll still be at the inn in Dallamil, where I left him.
Thank you, Karen.
Oh, and he's a touch eccentric, if you take my meaning.
I appreciate the warning.
Eccentric, you say? I'm intrigued. Fine, Ignac. Okay, we also have to speak to Harpocrates, which I guess is up here. Y'all gotta get into Zots. I also eat them to redirect when I'm feeling big emotions. Isn't sour candy? I've heard that sour candy is good for that too. Is that what you said Zots was, or is it just like fizzy? I've heard that sour candy is really good for anxiety, which I have tried a couple times, but sometimes eating too much sour candy like does not make me feel good. Drew, welcome in. Thank you for your ticket. How's it going? Yeah, I'm feeling okay. I feel like I just have a cold now. I got a little patch of gray hair when I was in college. I think it's like pretty common to get it at that age. Is the Karen haircut just short hair? I think it's like short hair, but it's also like textured layers. Maybe. Nikki, welcome in. Thank you for your ticket. How are you?
Lawsman, I need to ask you about Torgal.
Yeah, what
Something's
is
not right
not...
with him.
What does that
He isn't
mean?
ill, is he?
I don't think so. But according to Lady Karen, he seems to have lost his appetite, which is certainly a new development.
Wait, that's
She says
scary,
he's
you
hardly been
guys.
touching his bones of late, and she believes it may have something to do with what happened at Rosalith Castle.
I rather think she might be right, though not about his appetite. All canids are instinctively inclined to crack open bones for the rich marrow that resides within.
Oh, is that
And I
true?
see no reason why a frost wolf should be any different. Accordingly, I suspect it is not a lack of appetite that afflicts Torgal, but a surfeit of it. If we assume that his newfound magics require additional nourishment to sustain,
Oh.
it may well be that the bones Lady Karen is accustomed to providing are no longer sufficient.
We gotta get him some better
Frost
bones.
wolves, after all, habitually prey upon far larger animals, whose bones may yield altogether different nutrients. As to where one might find a suitable substitute, some antelopes that graze the meadows of eastern Rosaria have been known to grow to a size more than double that of their lesser cousins.
I don't
Oh.
recall ever seeing any that large.
And little wonder. The oldest and largest such creatures rarely leave the safety of the highlands for fear of predators. The last elder antelope sighting I recall hearing about took place near Cressida, and that was long before the village was abandoned.
Even so, it seems like a good place to start.
Good hunting, Clive.
Okay, yeah, we gotta give Torgal better snacks. As we should. Thank you, Nikki. You have a long weekend? Is it a bank holiday? Disney was really good besides COVID. I still had like a really good time. Thank you, Drew. I am drinking a lot of water
Seems the hideaway is lost.
and like liquid IV and such. And luckily, I mean, I was like really hydrated while I was in Disney. If I wasn't, I bet I would have felt like eons worse.
Did you see that? Tell me
The
you saw
Wim
that.
Hof breathing method? What's that one? I might know it by a different name. There's like a couple breathing methods that I've learned for anxiety through like my yoga training. And I still do some of those. Would Torgal like Disney World? That is such a good question. Wait, I don't want to do a hunt. To be honest, I cannot be bothered trying to figure those out right now. Oh, do I have to go somewhere? Yeah. Wait, map. We gotta remember how to use these things. Oh. Wait, why? Oh, I have to speak with Otto. Okay. Oh, not me being right next to him. I didn't even realize that. Torgal, I feel, would not like Disney World. There were some service dogs there at Disney World. And they were really good dogs.
Otto.
But I always wonder how they're doing
How
in like
far's
the
the realm?
heat.
The realm?
Like I'm sure their owners
Oh,
take
she's
good
just
care of
fine.
them, but
As long as you look past the fat storms out
I always
of mother
wonder.
crystals and her skies are a roiling cesspit.
And Gav.
He's with your uncle.
What do you
in the Free
do with it,
Cities,
Smolty, though?
helping
Because I'm
Mick
saying
with her
I might
project.
know what it is.
Sent an owl their way the moment the winds turned foul. Still waiting on a reply, though.
Do you have any good news?
Well, that depends on your definition of good.
All right, fine. What do you suggest we do?
Oh, no, I'm just a messenger.
Oh,
I'll leave the
no.
scheming to those more suited to the task. Could be that Lady Vivian and Old Tomes have their own thoughts on the current state of things. Could be that they don't. It certainly can't hurt
He
to
has
ask.
such a deep voice.
I suppose not.
You breathe for like a minute and then you hold your breath for like 1.5? Okay, maybe I haven't done that one. I think I have heard of it though. Did you see R2 at Disney? I did. He's on the he's in like the line for Star Tours? That one. Okay, I think we're about to get a lot of lore from Vivian. No. What was the heat and humidity like? It was... Oh, are you going next week, Nikki? It was pretty hot. The humidity was not as bad as I expected, but I expected like really, really bad. Epcot was kind of awful, but that's also the day that I was feeling most sick. But it was like pretty
How
awful.
is it
There's
that
like
every
no
one of
shade
your
there.
little excursions presages some inexplicable catastrophe? Not that you are to blame for the Dominion's fate.
Dieter, welcome in. Thank you for your
No one
ticket.
could have predicted the actions of the Crown Prince.
I'm sorry I couldn't save your home.
My countrymen are stronger
I like the
than you
music
think.
that's playing.
A few toppled clock towers won't break their spirits. They'll be back on their feet in no time.
I hope so.
Look at us. Bluer than a pair of bog crabs. Tempting
Tell
though
me
may
about
be,
it.
Sulking will not help us find a solution to this mess.
You believe there's one to be found?
I don't know. But I am certain we're more likely to find it if we first examine the facts.
Oh god. Here we go. Here we go. Everybody get out your notebooks. It's lore time with Vivian.
Beneath these darkened skies, fear and confusion reign over Valisthea.
She has a great
Oh,
voice.
the lands around the fallen mother crystals
Everyone in this
had
game really
already
does.
begun to wilt for want of ether. But not like this. Crystals that filled wells and fueled furnaces. Now nothing but pretty shards of rock. And those that hang from the people's necks cast nary a glimmer of light to keep the dark at bay. It is only a matter of time before the common folk convince themselves that the end of days is upon us. Yet I fear a swift end is more than we can hope for. While most of the world thirsts for ether, the remainder drowns in it, spawning Akashic in droves.
It's really
And
not
amidst
good, I'm
the
getting.
hordes of mindless beasts, with magics as like to fail as function, even the strongest nation would falter. Rosaria and the Iron Kingdom teeter on the brink of collapse, while the tragedy in Twinside has all but paralyzed the Holy Empire. Dalmekia fares little better. Rumor has it the ministers fled the capital after the fall of Drake's Fang, leaving their beloved republic to crumble. Waloed, meanwhile, moves in earnest.
Waloed.
The Einherjar has been sighted off storm. The world, in short, is in chaos.
Good.
It would seem our civilization was nothing but a castle of sand, to be washed away at the whim of the waves.
A castle of sand.
Not my best flourish, but it seemed fitting. The reports I've received are considerably
I
more
literally
blunt in their
love the
appraisal.
piano in
Without
the background.
protection of their
I don't know how
nations,
loud it
will
is for
fall to
y'all,
the
but it's
people
nice.
to defend themselves against those who would take what is theirs.
Which is only ever going to end one way.
Defending a farmhouse against a band of chocobo thieves is one thing, but pitchforks and palisades will do little to stall an army's advance.
Should the King of Wulu deign to invade, there would be none to stop him.
None but us.
Yeah, none but us. Let's go. Dieter, hello. It's good to see you. Disney was pretty good. It did give me COVID, but it was pretty good. Did you give Clive COVID? Absolutely. Flying on Thursday, so we'll be there this time next week. I hope you have the best time. Shade is a great thing to know. Yeah, no, shade is great. I mean, there were a lot of buildings inside Nikki in Epcot, but I also didn't really find anywhere to sit down. I have anxiety, and I feel like that method is the only thing in terms of breathing that would have worked for me and many of my friends. Yeah, it depends on the person. That's great, though. I'm glad that you found something that helped you like that. JC, thank you for taking notes. Yeah, I love when the world is in chaos. Okay, we still can't leave. We have to speak with Harpocrates again. Can't they quickly invent a spaceship like in WALL-E? Wouldn't that be great? WALL-E is such a great movie. But those people are so lazy.
Seems the hype.
Kobe, welcome in. How are you? It's good to see you. I have old lady knees. Yeah, good luck, Nikki. I also didn't go to Animal Kingdom since I was sick, but so I can't speak to that one. But Magic Kingdom
about the skies.
and Hollywood Studios were fine. Like, there was so much AC as
It
well.
doesn't take a court astrologer to augur the obvious. As for what has disturbed the heavens, that, I believe, is a question the Fallen might be better placed to answer than I. And on the 6th day did the gods tear the sun from the firmament, visiting darkness upon their prideful sons and daughters. But I dare say you remember your childhood lessons on the sins of Zemeckis.
Oh, for sure. I remember
You think
those
they're
so well.
connected? That Ultima was one of the gods
Oh,
responsible.
wow.
Well, he has certainly exhibited powers that we mortals would associate with the divine.
Dang.
There is nothing divine about him.
But he wouldn't be the first god of whom that could be said, now would he?
True.
Yet for all the fairy tales that tell of the sins, there is almost nothing in the way of actual historical accounts. Had I the Journal of Moss the Chronicler, I may have been able to tell you more, but alas, I fear all remaining copies have been lost to time. You will forgive me, I hope?
Certainly not. Because there is nothing to forgive.
Aww.
Even without this journal, you've provided us ample wisdom. And we will always be grateful for it.
Clive is such a good guy.
Perhaps Otto will be more inclined to share his thoughts
Can't
when he hears
believe
what the
that
others have
Nikki
to say.
didn't ask me for tips as a resident Disney adult. Oh, Animal Kingdom was good for seats and AC, so that's good. Yeah, you'll have to let us know how you like it. It doesn't have a lot of shade. Kobe, you love WALL-E. WALL-E is such a good movie. It's for sure one of my favorites. Okay, we have to speak with Otto again, and I'm willing to bet, yeah, they're gonna make us do that before we can even try to do side quests. I got Sins of Doom. I already forget how to pronounce that tattoo. Same. When I was in Disney, I was with my aunt and uncle. My uncle got COVID and passed it to me. Wait, when did you go to Disney? That's interesting. I feel like like when I was sick, it looks like, unfortunately, not to freak out Nikki, because Nikki's going to Disney next week and she's gonna be fine. But apparently a lot of people get sick at Disney.
Clive.
But like it unfortunately makes sense
Only
because
one.
there's so
That would be a
many
first.
germy kids.
It would. Actually.
And it's
you're
not in
free.
a controlled
We had as many
environment.
owls arrive while you were at the shelves. Martha's got a Akashic out her gates, and talk of monsters roaming the hills outside of Northreach has put the wind up Isabel and her lot.
And don't forget Dalimil. Lubor says the village was raided by bandits.
When it rains...
It fucking pours. The curse breakers are spread thin, taking stock of the damage in the Dominion. And even if I could get word to all of them, I doubt they'd get here in time to make any real difference. Which means there's only two people who can.
Jill and I.
Yep. Let's
Let them know
go.
we're on our way.
Don't forget about Torgal though. I know he's not a people, but still. Okay, aid Martha's Rest. Oh my god, they have so many dilemmas. Can I do the side quest first? I will take hand sanitizer and wipes. Yes, wipes was something that we didn't have that I really wish that we had. I really wish that we had wipes. Wait, 2 quests are here? 1? Oh, that's the hunt. And then 1 that I haven't picked up, right? What's this one over here? How do am I able to see? No, the ones that are like diamond shaped are the ones that I picked up, I think. God, there's so many side quests. That's wild. Okay, so that's where I can get elder antelopes for Torgal. And then here, that's where hunt is. Wait, why is that one locked? This one is to find Ignock, but there's like a lock. I mean, y'all can't see it because my camera's covering it and I'm too lazy to fix it right now, but there's like a lock around it. So I guess I'll go here to find those antelopes and I guess do one of the stories first. There's no guarantee that everyone there is vaxxed. Yeah, right. I have tried the box method. Oh, of breathing? Oh. I'm happy to see that you're feeling better. I am feeling better each day, thankfully. I'm just scared for like how long it'll last for in total. Dieter, you went last summer, right when that new Epcot roller coaster, Guardians of the Galaxy Cosmic Rewind, opened? The coaster was the best one. No, I didn't go on it because I'm scared of roller coasters. The only roller coaster we went on was Thunder Mountain. That one made me feel brave. But there were still a couple moments where I was like, whoa. But it wasn't really scary at all. That one's like kind of like a kiddie roller coaster.
Jill?
Otto said you'd been attacked by a Kashik. What exactly happened here?
Those skies are what happened. Not long after they fell dark, we had our first visit. There were hundreds of them. Tried to storm the hill.
Hundreds?
Only a handful made it up here, but that was more than enough. The rest are still down there now. And while we have a few willing fighters holding them back, they're sorely outnumbered.
What do you think, Clive?
That we join the fight?
I thought you'd never offer. Now, where I need you is the Fallen Gate. That's where the fighting is fiercest. Let the men know you've come to help. Something tells me they'll be pleased to see you.
We're on our way.
Well, let's go. Yeah, Thunder Mountain I really enjoyed. You went on it like 15 times? That's wild. We had to get a fast pass for it, but like the normal line for Thunder Mountain was always like, I don't know, it was like at least 40 minutes all the time. So we did not ride it more than once. But did Disney World have the Gravitron? No. And isn't that an outrage? I would consider that an absolute outrage, personally. Okay, let's look at the map here. That's where Martha's thing is. But I think we might go the opposite way first. So that we may... Which way should I go to that? How do I get over there? I think from here.
You don't think they've abandoned us, do you?
When can I ride the chocobo? Is it this way? Wait, let me look at the map. No, I'm in fact going to Martha's place. We have to go around. This lady's bandana is quite nice. I think so too. That was like 9 years ago and I was at Magic Kingdom several days. Oh, okay, that makes sense. Thunder Mountain is really fun. I like that one. I think my favorite ride was definitely the Millennium Falcon because it was like an experience as well as like a really cool ride. But I don't think you've ridden that one, Kersey, right? I think to my memory you said that you weren't there when it had come out. I didn't get any pins. I got a few shirts. I got a couple Star Wars shirts. And I got a Totoro shirt in Epcot, Japan, as well as some chopsticks because we have chopsticks, but they've broken over time. So I got some cute Totoro chopsticks. And yeah, that's about all I got. In my experience, lines at Disney's are always 2 hours long unless you're at one of those non-popular ones. 2 hours. I don't think any of the lines for anything was like 2 hours. I think the longest was maybe like an hour. But apparently, like mid to late August is like one of the best times that you can go to Disney because of that. Yeah, you last went in 2016. That makes sense. Oh, good. I'm going the wrong way again. Wait, can I get there from over here? Nope. Yeah, it depends on when you go, exactly. That coaster that I rode, you needed to reserve a spot. Yeah, I mean, that one is still really, really popular. So it would make sense. Like, I can't imagine the wait for when it first came out, because I think, like, every ride is crazy when it first comes out. I did get some Star Wars stuff. I got, like, a cool lightsaber shirt and a cool other shirt. I was gonna get the Mandalorian helmet. Oh god. When did this guy get here? Okay, see ya. Oh, wait, leave him alone. That was funny. And I wanted to get this at Disney, but they didn't have it. They had Bo-Katan's and Boba Fett's helmets, but they didn't have Mando's. So I just bought it on Amazon when I got home because I was like, I have COVID. I deserve this. I deserve good things. When I was at Disney in 2010, the Roger Rabbit ride line felt like over an hour. I don't think I know which ride that is. Our first time there was the anniversary of 9/11, and there was a tropical storm headed towards Florida, but it turned out at the last minute. Turned away at the last minute, and there was almost nobody there. Our longest wait was the bus back to our hotel. Oh my god, that's lucky. This is the way. Disney's new Lightning Lane stuff has made the lines go so fast. Yes, they're really, really nice. Okay, so these are the guys that I have to slay for Torgal.
You hungry, Torgal?
Torgal's like, yes, I'm very hungry. I like doing quests for Torgal. My volume looks loud, so I'm turning that down a smidge. That's interesting. I haven't used Bahamut yet. What an interesting move. Does it just go forever? Guess not. That was funny though. How many do I need to kill? It just says slay them, so maybe like all of them in this area. Bex, welcome in. You made one? That's so cool. Do you make like a lot of cosplay and stuff? Also, welcome in. It's good to see you. Doo -doo. Oh, look at that! Wait, can I just like stay? What is this? Okay. I don't know what just happened actually. Mandalorian helmet can be the mouth. That's what I'm saying. I have COVID. This is how to say COVID save. Disney, yeah. Can you play for a few minutes with the helmet on? I don't know if I could literally see with that. Missed the answer because of ads, but guessing from yeah. I got a helmet and I got a few shirts. That was your first one? That's a big one to do for the first one. How did you make it?
Will it be enough, I wonder?
Yeah, mellow. And I also don't think it was going to fit in my bag. Look at Torgal. Guys, he's so happy. Right?
I say that answers my question.
He said, thank you so much for the bones. We got him some good snacks. I'm
Just a big
happy.
puppy, aren't you? A very big puppy.
We love Torgal. He is just a
You know
big
you can take
puppy.
that with you, Torgal. Lady Karen will be relieved to hear you got your appetite back. Come on, boy.
Aw, absolutely adorable. We love him so much. All right, before we go back to the hideout, we'll just do Martha's thing. You used, is it Eva foam as the main material? Followed a guide I found on YouTube, but making that one has inspired to make more. Might do armor. That would be so cool. That's really, really cool to make that kind of stuff. All right, now we have to figure out how to get over there. About Mega Flare? Yeah, is that the thing that I was trying to do where he was flying? Sure, you can tell me. Is that what that was? Bahamut's thing? Okay, am I going the right way? Yes, I have watched the 2 episodes so far. The first episode reaction is up on YouTube as of yesterday. And then the second one will probably be up on YouTube on Sunday. I reckon, as long as I am able to edit it today.
Clive, wounded.
Yo, look at the
We'll
sky.
deal with the Akashic first.
Okay. Bork, bork. Good, I love just missing attacks. That's always really fun. Fun experience for all. Wait, which one was Cursey? Mega Flare. I don't even know what that is. Is that what I'm doing? Flare breath? You want to dodge as much as possible? Is that Wings of Light? Is that what you mean? Do 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 do. I miss this music. It's like I have the opposite of a fire extinguisher. I guess you could just say that's a flamethrower. Nice. Let's go. Mega Flare is your circle. Okay, okay. The wings thing. That's what it labels it as, right? You want to dodge as much as possible, and then once you've stored up a lot, there's a counter on the upper left. You press, I think, circle. Oh, okay, okay. I'll have to look at that. Thank you for letting me know, Kirsty.
These men don't have the look of hired swords.
If you've come to rob this place,
You are mistaken, my Lord Rosfield.
What's going
We're
on?
here by Madame Martha's leave.
how do you know my name?
Forgive me, my lord. There wasn't time for introductions. We're with the Guardians of the Flame.
Wade's men? But how did you come to be here? Where is your commander?
Sir Wade left earlier with a scouting party to find out where the Akashic were coming from.
Did he? Take your wounded back to the inn. Martha will see you're looked after. We'll join you anon.
Perfect dodge makes the counter go faster. Okay, I'll have to try that out next time. And pay attention.
And to think you took them for thieves. A fine reward for holding off the horde, that is.
When did Wade and his men arrive?
Not long after Rosalith fell. The Guardians asked me to shelter some of them that had lost their homes. They were making ready to leave just as the skies turned, and we agreed it was best we stuck together.
Martha,
I'm the guy laying on the floor.
the scouting party's almost
That
at
was
the
me
lift.
at Epcot.
They've got a pack of Akashic snapping at their heels. And they've got wounded with them. They're not gonna make it.
Damn it all.
We'll worry about them, Martha.
You look after everyone here. If any can still fight, send them to the lift.
I will. You two be safe now.
Okay, so now defend the lift. I love how the sky's like pink. I don't know if I'm supposed to love that. But I do. Is it? I think it's this way. The music is kind of freaking me out a little bit. Okay, I think it stopped, but it was like ominous before. This way, right? Alright, everything's going to be okay because we have Torgal. And that's what counts.
Squire, I need you to get those who can still walk up the lift to Martha's. But what about... I didn't ask, Oscar. Sir.
Sir Wade.
Lord Rossfield. If you aren't a sight for sore eyes...
Yeah, we haven't seen Wade in a
You
bit.
might need some help. And by the looks of it...
We thought we could sneak by them. But we didn't know there would be so many. How could we have?
Behind you!
Oh god. Whoa, that's like literally my pet
We need
tortoise.
to get the injured to safety.
Do you think we can hold them off?
What is he doing
can
in this
certainly
game?
Are you with us, Sir Wade?
Always.
While we were gone, my parents were taking care of our tortoise. And like, it's okay if they have snacks. Like strawberries, like maybe once a week. But my mom was giving it to him like every day. Which is fine. But he was just so spoiled. Hi, Toro. Toro looks so cool here. Let me see if I can figure out this thing. Oh, I see, I see. I see. Dang, that tortoise is wilding out.
Nice try.
So now I can press it again. Oh, I see, I see. That's cool. And it just continues to go down for a while.
Too slow.
He was getting a special treat, exactly. Look at that! That tortoise is hilarious to me. Do-do-do-do. What is your favorite lightsaber color? That's a good question. I like red. But if you're not including red, I like green. Or white? There's just something about the green though. Yes, red. I feel that standing in line for that line was what gave us COVID. I really... Yeah, I would say maybe that's how I got it too. Because that's really the only time that I was like close to strangers and like couldn't not be close to them. You know what I mean? This is wild.
I needed that.
Could it also be from the airplane? See, I was thinking... I feel like the obvious thing would be the airplane, so I did think about that. But the issue with it being the airplane is that Kristen's brother picked us up from the airport, and we spent like the whole first day that we got in Florida at their house. And him and his girlfriend are fine. So I feel like if it was the airplane, then they would have been, at least one of them would have been sick as well. So I don't think it was that. I think we got it on the first day of Disney, which is also wild because I started showing symptoms like 24 hours later, which is really fast. But also I have like a dramatic immune system. And Kristen is like a day behind me, so she started showing symptoms like a day after me, which is interesting.
Too slow.
Oop.
Nice try.
That's a cool dodge, and it's like a backflip. Oh god. Oh god. I don't know if everyone here has seen Ahsoka, so we should probably be careful with spoilers. Red, green are the best. I like purple or pink. Yeah, you don't often see those. Samuel L. Jackson purple. I mean, that one is good. I think mine is purple or white. White is pretty cool as well. It is really fast to come on, to be honest. I think I got it super fast after the concert. Oh, really? That's interesting. Or you could have gotten it from the little kid and his grandma. Well, that one would have been instant then, because I was sitting next to them the day that I was sick.
Is anyone hurt?
I think I must have picked it up the first day. Probably in line. I mean, we went on the Alien ride, which is kind of like a kiddie ride in Toyland. We went on that like 3 times. And we went on Star Tours, which has little kids on it too, like 5 times.
See, you're all in one piece.
So it was probably on one of those rides. Clay, have a safe drive home. Thank you for lurking.
The lookout saw smoke coming from down Eastpool way. Too thick to be a hearth.
A second horde.
Feel like finishing the job.
You have Cal Pink and Jedi Fallen Order. I love that. Are you gonna play Jedi Survivor, Kirsty?
You'll need to move the injured without us.
Don't you worry about them.
I know you have so many games to play, but have you thought about it?
Good luck.
My family and I didn't get COVID when we went to Disney and Universal in December 2021, but I got it from a random train ride. That's so weird. See, it's so weird. Like, I taught a 1st grade classroom, which 5 and 6-year-olds are just germy. Like, that's nothing against them, obviously, but like, they just are. They're germy, and they don't wash their hands as often as they should. And a lot of times I have to touch their coats, I have to touch their bags, their papers, everything. And I did not get COVID, but it's just so like ironic to me because there were so many times during the pandemic where I was like, oh, I have COVID, and I was negative. And then like this one time where I was like, this is just a cold. I tested and I have COVID. It's just so weird like that. Yeah, they're germ infested. Juan, welcome in. How's it going? Thank you for your ticket. I did stay at a hotel, so I guess it could have been that too. It kind of makes me guilty. Like, I feel nervous thinking about like the housekeeping. Like, we tried to like clean up after ourselves before. I'm sure they're careful about what they clean, but I don't know. I've just been like thinking like, I hope I didn't get anyone else sick, even though somebody was at Disney or wherever when they shouldn't have been and they got me sick. I really hope I did not get anyone else sick. Look at these guys. I just finished Jedi Survivor, such a great story. I wish they would turn it into a TV series. That would be so cool. I think that would be really special because there are a ton of people who don't play the video games. That would be a great way for them to like see the characters. All right, this is madness. There were so many of them. I feel like I'm in a, what's it called when you go to a concert? Mosh pit. I feel like I'm in a mosh pit. These goblins. Somehow everything they touch becomes sticky. Yeah, exactly. That's just how kids are. See, that's an interesting move. Look at that, that's funny. How did he not die? Wait, come back here. Come back. There you go. Do evil chocobo. Yeah, I may pack a couple tasks. That's something I would suggest too, because I mean we were in Florida. Unfortunately there's a lot of like COVID deniers, I guess you could say. Well, I don't know. It's definitely tests were not as accessible as they are here. Like, I don't know how it is in other states, but here in Ohio, like, you can go to Target, CVS, really any store, and you will be able to get a test if you want one. But we went to, like, a couple grocery stores while we were there, just buy, like, water bottles and stuff. And I did not see them at all. I did not see any tests. Oh god, that scared me. I thought my PlayStation broke. I know, GC, same.
Apologies, my lord.
Yeah, they didn't have any. Isn't that weird?
Only the first round, so wait. Shall we?
The first round? Well, it was nice of them to let me drink water real quick. Wade is killing it. I love fighting with Wade.
Nice try.
Okay, y'all are nasty. Mike Wazowski, who? Mike Wazowski, I saw you at Disney. What are you doing here? How did you get here so fast? Okay, I hope I don't die. Where'd he go? Oh my god.
Let's try.
Oh my god. That shot. Maybe at a pharmacy? We did go to a pharmacy. Well, I guess we didn't. I think we DoorDashed there when we weren't feeling well. I can't even tell what's going on. There's so much going on. Let me try this thing again.
Nice try.
So it's filled up now. Mike is everywhere. He really is. $100? New trophy?
Too slow.
God, this is so chaotic, and I just keep falling in the bushes.
Nice try.
This guy just needs to die already. And that's my personal opinion. Let's go. You said you unfortunately didn't go to Animal Kingdom. I went and got COVID. That's where you got COVID? Man. The first park I went to was Hollywood Studios, so I think I probably got it there. I also did the most there, so it would probably make sense.
No. I think that was the last of them.
But Hollywood Studios, I mean, I'm still not upset about it because I loved it there. It was really, really cool.
While we can.
When I was a kid and I went to Animal Kingdom, I think that's when I actually had heat exhaustion.
What did you find out there?
The same as Sir Wade.
Scores of Akashic.
Well, wherever they came from, they're gone now.
Let's
Our lookouts
go.
say the lowlands are clear. Hopefully we'll have enough time to lick our wounds.
How many of your men were injured?
A damn sight less than if you hadn't turned up. Thank you.
It was a hard-fought victory. But as long as the skies remain dark, I fear the Akashic's numbers are only going to rise. It's not a matter of if the Horde will be back, but when. And whether that's sooner or later, we'll need to be ready. The inn here affords a good view of the land, and is easily defendable. I'd like to make this one of our outposts.
What do you say, Martha? You'd have more men to guard the rest.
Well, when you put it like that, of course they can stay.
Martha's the best. Let's go. This might sound like a dumb question, but does the animal kingdom actually have real animals? That's not a dumb question. They do have, I don't know if it's like a zoo as well, but I know that they do have real, like you can go on a safari ride and there's real animals. It's like you're actually on a safari ride. Oh wow, Icarus, that's wild.
It is an honor to make your acquaintance, Lord Rossfield. I am Oscar. Oscar of House Murdoch.
Murdoch?
Yeah, Murdoch.
I wasn't aware the Lord Commander had children.
Oh, he didn't. But his brother, my father, did. I am Sir Rodney's nephew.
Oh.
Well, go on then. It's not for me to ask him. Yes, so wait.
What is it?
If it please you, my Lord Marquis, might you take me as your squire? I would learn the duties of a shield from the finest.
I'm sorry to disappoint you, Oscar, but I'm a shield no
That
longer.
was sweet.
Nor was I ever the finest. And spending time in the company of an outlaw hardly seems a fitting education for one aspiring to take his oaths.
My Aunt Hannah once told me that a man is not defined by his title, but what he does in its name.
So true, Oscar. Your Aunt Hannah is right for that.
Winning no little honor in so doing. And I would sooner serve under an honorable outlaw than an unworthy shield. Not that Sir Wade and the other guardians are... I mean to say that, they're...
I like Oscar.
It's all right. We know what you mean. There is only so much the boy can learn from me, my lord.
But a squire...
Would that really be so bad? You were a squire once. And I'm certain Sir Rodney would approve.
Know that I'll show you as much leniency as your uncle showed me.
I would not have it any other way.
That's sweet. You didn't go to Hollywood Studios? Also, the castle is a lot smaller than the photos. Yes, it's actually really cool because they like, they play with perspectives, I guess, to make it look larger. All right, where's this other quest that we have to do? It's over here, right? No, wait. We need to... I mean, it says it's locked. Let's just see what happens. Oh, maybe I can look in my journal about it. Yeah, I mean, I guess it does have proper zoo classification. See, why is that locked? We're gonna have to look into that. And it does have rides as well, which is cool. Let me see if it says anything about it in my journal. Oh, is that why? Only 3 can be prioritized? I don't want to prioritize this one anymore. Because I'm not going to do the hunt right now. Is that why? No, it's like still locked. I don't know, but real quick, I'm going to take a restroom break because there is going to be an ad that's about to play. Anyways, if y'all want to do your chai checks, your pee-pee poo-poo checks, ooh, 84% pee-pee poo-poo, your cheese checks, feel free to do that. I'll be right back in a couple minutes. If y'all need to stretch, get water, please do that. And yeah, I'll be right back. Hello, I'm back. How are the checks? How are we? Chunky is 33% cheesy. Love to see it. A good third. 36% pee pee poo poo for Kristen. Is that accurate? Would you say? Mellow is 23% cheesy. Chunky is 39% pee pee poo poo. Kristen is 76% cheesy. Mellow is 54% pee pee poo poo. 90% cheesy for Israri? Sheesh, that's a good amount of cheese. Black glasses, yeah, those are pretty cool. You are feeling a bit... What is that one? Oh, sad. No, Dieter. No. Okay, let's find out why this one is locked. I hope it tells me. That would be nice. I wonder what it'll say. Oh. So it's just restricted? Is it because of, like, the main quest going on? Perhaps? That's fine. Let me just go back in here and we can at least, return to the hideaway to talk to Karen about the bones things. Nathan, welcome in. Thank you. I'm quite enjoying The Boys. It's a crazy one. The Boys is crazy. It really is. But it's really good. It's just wild.
I noticed you and Torgal had gone off somewhere. Take him for a walk, did you?
You could say that.
We got him some good bones. Ghost, thank you. Are you guys both caught up with, like, all the seasons of The Boys?
So,
there's
Molly's
really not that many.
leftovers weren't good enough, eh? That'll teach me for treating you like you're still a pup. All right, no need to shout. Now we know what you're after, I can see about getting some in.
Speaking of which, I brought one for later. Can I leave it with you?
Ooh, we have 5 of them. You are caught up?
You can, aye.
I think today I'm about to watch the 6th episode of
In
season
return,
2.
You can thank Tomes for me.
So I'm like almost done with season 2 already.
I was just on my way to see him.
There's an animated anthology? Wait, what does that mean? What is an anthology?
Seems the hideaway.
It's really funny to see you become visibly uncomfortable. Oh my god. Homelander is the one that makes me the most uncomfortable. That guy is actually disturbing.
Ah, Clive. Were you able to locate your quarry?
We were indeed, Lawsman. You pointed us in exactly the right direction. And Torgal's been a very happy hound ever since.
Very good, very good.
I love that we just
Karen
needed to
sends
get
her thanks, by
Torgal
the
some
way,
better bones.
for your part in solving the mystery.
Ah. But that reminds me. After your last visit, I found myself pondering Torgal's talents. Do you recall our conversation concerning Lady Jill's role in Torgal's transformation?
About how she somehow woke the power within him.
Precisely that. A reasonable conclusion, I thought, but one which raised certain questions in my mind. You see, the Fenrir of legend served Shiva and Shiva alone. And while the powers attributed to him are certainly impressive, the records imply they are somewhat different in nature to those you described Torgal as having used.
What are you suggesting?
Torgal is one of his kind.
Torgal may be the beneficiary of more than one icon's power.
Oh.
Consider that in addition to Lady Jill, he has served as a loyal companion to you, your brother, and even the late Cid. In short,
That's true.
The icons hitherto near at hand, or should I say at paw, have been diverse and plenty, and that number has only grown as the realm's dominance have fallen to your sword. One can but speculate as to how all of this has affected Torgal.
He has seemed more fierce of late.
True.
If I am not mistaken, he will grow fiercer still. We are fortunate indeed to be able to count him amongst our allies and not our adversaries.
Oh, he's more than an ally. He's a friend.
Yeah, Torgal's family. I'm glad that Clive feels the same. I have a general idea of what happens in the show, but I've never watched it. Oh, really? A bunch of animated shorts that sort of connect it? Oh, I didn't know that that existed. Are those on Amazon Prime as well? Or where? An anthology is like a collection of stories that usually don't have anything. Oh, okay. Final Fantasy is... Okay, now I get what you mean. That's interesting. Alright, so we're done with that one. So now we can continue the main quests. I guess we'll go here first. Was this where we were just at? I think so. Torgal is a bestie. It's on Amazon. Interesting. I didn't know that existed. When did that come out in relation to the seasons? Hey. Le Uber.
Cid.
Me when my Le Uber driver is here.
Much more formidable than your uncle. Should I be worried?
You haven't been introduced.
Jill, Clive has told me much about you.
All lies, I'm sure.
Your Stolas said that Dalamil has a bandit problem.
Indeed. Although you're a little late. They left with our food and guild days ago.
Any idea where they went?
The desert's a big place. Your guess is as good as mine. But the fact is, I have more immediate concerns.
What did you say to me?
Oh.
What did you say?
Oh god.
as if by magic.
We don't like angry
Let's
voices.
just say we've yet to reach a consensus about how to solve Dalimil's little problem. And at this rate, it won't be the actions of the bandits which prove to be our undoing. It will be our own. Now, I've tried reasoning with the dissenting parties, but even the Desert Hare has limits.
Perhaps we could talk to them.
What makes you think they'll listen to us?
What makes you think they won't?
She makes a fair point.
Sure, we can try.
You won't have wasted much of your precious time if you fail. They're just across the courtyard.
Okay, down the rabbit hole. I think it
Suppose we
came
just follow
out
the
after
shouting.
season 1. Oh, I wonder why I haven't like seen it on the page. I could try to watch that. Maybe in my free time though, since I'm already almost done with season 2. I'm dog sitting my friend's husky and he kind of gives Chiller Torgal vibes. I love that. What's the husky's name? He does kind of look like a husky.
You wouldn't talk like that if it had been your men whose throats were slit. Blood for blood, it's the only way. We hire mercenaries and have them mount the bandits' heads on our walls as a lesson to the rest.
And what happens when those mercenaries are slaughtered like your men? Are you going to hire more? We're better off using that coin to buy food and supplies. If we hire mercenaries, the only thing we're buying is the bandits' ire. And you cannot fill empty bellies with that. Do you hear me?
True, Natalie.
But what happens when they come back? Maybe it'll be your throat that's slit.
Ooh.
That's enough. Both of you.
Frezzo, welcome in. Thank you for your ticket. How are you?
Any more of this and I'll throw you out myself. Come back when you're ready to talk like adults.
Victor.
Victor? Yeah, what is Victor doing here? Have you seen Peaky Blinders? I have not. I think my parents watched that. What streaming service is that on? I think I actually considered starting watching that like in my free time recently. I don't know why I didn't. I always forget what it's about. Frezzo, it's good to see you. I hope you're doing well. Husky's name is Zeppelin, but we usually call him Zeppy. That's so cute. Is he named after like a Zeppelin, like the blimp, or like Led Zeppelin?
Sid. And Lady Jill. What brings you here?
I was about to ask you the same thing.
Just checking out the sites.
Costness is in chaos, and the markets have all but ceased to operate. The Briar's Kiss here in Dalimil is the only place I can reliably obtain supplies. I was here to do just that when Master Lubor told me of his troubles. He thought I might be able to talk some sense into these fools. But if you're here, I suppose his patience must be waning.
Who are those people?
Those were the thorns in Lubor's side. And the reason this place might be headed the same way as Costness. It's these accursed skies. The darkness is enough to drive a man to madness. Or an entire city, for that matter.
We're still working on the skies. But in the meantime, perhaps we can find a solution to Dalimil's problems.
I hope so. For all our
Like
sakes.
scare these guys away? Or what? Oh, it's on Netflix. Definitely a mob style show that takes place in the early 1900s after World War I. It'll have you talking in your British accent more than usual, which is good for everyone. God, this guy is crazy.
Fucking
That's interesting. Maybe I didn't watch it because it's like a period piece, I guess. I don't tend to go for like more historical things.
So, you see my predicament?
Even though like
I
I've
saw
enjoyed
was
the
a
ones
room
that
full of
I've
people who
watched,
were
it's
angry
just
and
not
afraid.
like immediately
Good
what I
reason
go
by the
for.
sound of it. But if left to smolder, that anger and fear could set the entire town
He's
alight.
named after Led Zeppelin.
My
That's so
thoughts
cute.
Exactly. What to do? Both sides wish to protect their homes and livelihoods, if only they could agree on how. But as long as they are divided, we are vulnerable.
And if there's one thing bandits like, it's an easy target.
What would Sid the Outlaw suggest?
What would we suggest?
Well, if it were my namesake, he'd let them choose for themselves, and be on hand to pick up the pieces when it all went wrong.
That sounds like a recipe for disaster.
A recipe for disaster is precisely what it is. But perhaps that realization would be enough to make them question
What's
the
that
ingredients.
glowy stick?
While it's plain
What
neither
glowy
Conrad
stick?
nor Natalie will countenance the other's proposal, it may still be possible to make them doubt their own. Before presenting them with a third option.
Behind them?
And that
I'll
would
have
be
to look.
to pool our resources and save the city ourselves. Why fight each other?
When all that fear and anger can be directed at the bandits.
It appears we have a plan of action.
Do you mean Jill's sword?
Pay Conrad a visit. See if you can't convince him of his folly. I'll speak with Natalie.
As you wish.
There's like a lot of weapons behind them.
Your faces are not well known in this town. That may prove useful. Don't worry, Victor and I will do most of the talking. You need only play along.
Is it a blue that thing? That's
What he
like what
needs
we
to
can
say
teleport
is
to.
yes.
Watch the worth the watch if you ever get around to it. Oh, only 6 episodes? Maybe I'll watch it in my free time. We've been like needing another show to watch in our free time. I've been watching a lot of It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia, which is really funny a lot of times and really awful at other times. Sometimes I just gotta watch something different. We're officially done with Dance Moms, so I need something
Lady
different.
Of the spear herself. Conrad, may I introduce you to Jane, commander of the Red Wings, the oldest mercenary guild in the Free Cities.
A pleasure, my lady.
The pleasure is all mine.
As I told you, I summoned the commander here from Canberra to inquire about a contract.
Victor says you told him no. That there aren't any men left to hire. Is that true?
True as the crystals cracked. Nobles came and claimed every last one worth his salt. And not just from us Red Wings. You know of the 7 high houses. There must be 2 swords assigned each one. Granted, we have a few boys left. If it's boys you're looking for.
Well, Conrad, are you saying that Dalamil's finest cannot defend this town better than a gaggle of unblooded striplings? That a band of beardless youths could better avenge the deaths of your brave men than you yourselves?
Absolutely not. We'll show those bastards who they're dealing with.
All right, Conrad. I like the confidence.
I can't believe that actually worked.
Conrad's not what you called the brightest candle in the crypt. And there's a reason why I had you do the talking and not Sid. Well played, my lady.
Okay, you didn't have to say that part. Clive is usually good at talking. I feel like Always Sunny is something we can watch like 4 episodes max. I like that you say 4 episodes as if that's not a lot, but each episode is like 20 minutes. So that's still like a decent amount. Oh, look, it unlocked. I can do that now. That's interesting. Maybe it was just because there was like a main story thing here that would have interfered. Perhaps.
Shouldn't be too hard to track down Karen's collector.
We should also attempt to watch What We Do in the Shadows. Yeah, what is that about? Is that vampire thing? Okay, I'm looking for some Ignoc.
Haven't we had enough fighting?
Maybe they're in one of these rooms that Joshua was in. Oh no, it's locked again. Huh? I swear this wasn't locked just now.
My reputation will be ruined.
Wait, what quest is this? board.
Calm yourself, Lord Ignac, I beg of you. Before
You
do
like that show,
yourself any
Em?
mischief.
Is it funny?
Pardon the intrusion, but
Out! Get out!
Look at that
I paid
guy's
for these
drip.
rooms so I wouldn't be disturbed. Leave me be!
Please, allow me to apologize. His lordship is going through a difficult time, and he's never been fond of guests arriving unannounced.
Radim! Get rid of the filthy oaf this instant!
That's it.
Very
I'm looking
good,
for you.
Lord Ignac. Would you mind stepping outside for a moment?
True Blood? See, that's where I'm getting confused. It does sound like that.
I'm sorry if I've caused you any trouble.
That? Oh, no. That's just how his lordship is. Though the morning's events have left him somewhat fractious. He has been dispossessed of his luggage, you see. The thieves also made away with a considerable amount of coin. Coin the innkeeper will soon be keen to collect.
I suppose a certain blade was among the stolen items. A single-edged sword. It was purchased from a merchant friend of mine.
Ah, you know Lady Karen? Yes, I'm afraid it was.
Then I'll retrieve Lord Ignac's luggage. But I have one condition.
You have but to state it. You are welcome to anything that is within my power to grant.
I want an audience with Lord Ignac. A few minutes should be enough.
Yeah, that's
Then I'll be
fair.
on my way.
A condition I would be a fool to refuse. Of course, you shall have your audience.
I don't suppose you saw where the thieves went.
I did not, no. Though some discreet inquiries made
The
on
bandit's
every
bad.
ill-gotten
Okay.
coin.
And that's where I'm heading.
That man, I'm sorry. He's putting
Farewell.
me to sleep. But I get it. It's only like an hour, I think, since the episodes are fast. I think they're like 20 minutes of It's Always Sunny. Yeah, it's funny. That's good. We need like another funny thing to watch because usually we like watch something while we're eating. So I don't typically want to watch something like drama if it's like intense. Like that makes me lose my appetite. And then I also, I don't know. I feel like at the end of the day, I just want to relax as well. Clay, welcome back. How was your drive? Did you experience any road rage, Clay? Tell us. Tell us all. Clay tells us all about his drive home. There's a What We Do in the Shadows movie. You could watch that first. The show's... Oh, I didn't know there was a movie, too. That's interesting. All right, which way am I going? Okay, so that's for the side quest. That's the thieves. We could do that. I'm down for a side quest. To kind of, like, hopefully avoid some cutscenes for a bit. Because that man, his voice, I'm sorry, respectfully, he was putting me to sleep. What We Do in the Shadows is a comedy and some of it is very raunchy, which I'm not usually a fan of. Like, The Boys raunchy, or like, I don't know what else to compare it to. Honestly, The Boys is a hard watch sometimes. But I really do enjoy it. But God, it's rough sometimes. How do I get over there? Jilly, you have a map? I think I can, like, exit in a different place over here. Step-by-step breakdown, yes please. Righteous Gemstones? I've never heard of that. I started watching Jury Duty. Yes, Freezy, we binge watched Jury Duty. It is so good. If y'all have never watched Jury Duty on Amazon Prime, it is so good. I found it like the perfect combination of funny, wholesome. Like, it was wholesome and it was also interesting too, like fascinating. Basically the premise is like there's all these actors and there's one real person who thinks he's about to be on a real jury duty, but everyone else is an actor, so they make it like as ridiculous as possible. But it's wholesome because like they somehow chose like the perfect guy for it. And it's interesting because it's also kind of like a what would you do thing in these crazy situations. I really enjoyed it. I hope they do like another version of it. Like, I don't even think that they could do jury duty because everybody would be like hip to it. Like, if they get called for jury duty and then somebody's weird, surely they would know. Somebody actually did break the arm where you scan your badge. Where? Oh, really? That's interesting. I would say that's kind of road ragey. You loved jury duty? Silly raunchy. Okay, okay. Rather than dramatic raggy. Okay. If you can handle the boys, you can handle. Yeah, I kind of feel like now that I've seen the boys, I could really watch anything. Yeah, it's so wholesome, right, Freezy? I mean, I don't want to spoil it, but there's like a actor who's supposed to definitely be playing like a guy that's a little bit weird. And the main character, the guy who is the real person, it's wholesome because he's like so supportive of him. Flippy, welcome in. Thank you so much for resubbing for 18 months. How are you? I hope you like your liquid IV. Do you think they will try to do that again with other people? I bet they'll try to do it with different circumstances, but hopefully they do it with different actors as well. Because I used to always watch What Would You Do, which was never like funny, but I'm always fascinated about things like that. Like what different people would do in different situations. But the problem with that show is that they always reuse the actors. Like, I remember there was this one woman that they just reused all the time. So it's like, what's the point? Like, everybody will be able to recognize you. Have you watched Dr. House? I used to watch House. Like, that's the same thing, right? House MD, that. I used to watch that a lot. I did enjoy it, but then I also felt like it got redundant after a few seasons. It was like just everyone's mystery illness was lupus all the time. But I did enjoy that show.
Too slow.
Righteous Gemstones is a comedy show by Danny McBride about a family of filthy rich televangelists. Like Joel Osteen. I love that it said that. That's interesting. That would be an interesting watch, it sounds. Does anyone's parents watch like a ton of TV? Because I swear to God, whenever I talk to my parents, they're like, oh, we're watching these 5 million TV shows. And I don't even know how they do it because they're quite busy. And I swear they only watch it at dinner time, but I think they like have like marathons every night. Which I don't tend to do. But being sick with COVID, I finally watched Spy Family. I haven't finished it. We watched the Jujutsu Kaisen movie finally. And I also watched Toy Story 1 through 4 and the Buzz Lightyear movie for the first time. So I've been watching a lot of things through COVID. Doing okay, my industrial got affected? No, I hope that's okay. I hope it clears up fast. Would you react to House of the Dragon? That's the Game of Thrones prequel, right? I wasn't really ever into Game of Thrones much. I tried to watch it several times and I never finished it. And I haven't really heard many things about House of the Dragon. Have you considered that you might have lupus? My dad watches the same Marvel Star Wars movie or TV show over and over. My mom watches cooking cleaning videos on Facebook. I love that. Your mom never stops watching every single police procedural, like what kind of show? Oh, NCIS, CSI. Okay, okay. Spy Family is so cute. Yeah, Spy Family is really cute. Yeah, the Lightyear movie I loved. If y'all haven't seen that, it was really good.
Nothing seems to be damaged.
I really want to see the Elementals movie.
Let's get it back to Delamere.
But that one's not on Disney Plus yet. Okay, so we did that. And now we can talk to this guy.
I hear I have you to thank for the return of my effects.
What shall I call you, my good man?
Wyvern. Glad to make your
Oh,
acquaintance.
your parents watch house selling shows? I like HGTV. I like those shows.
Redeem here tells me you wished for an audience. Is that all?
A few moments of your time should suffice, yes.
You're a peculiar fellow, Wyvern. All right, speak.
Master Wyvern was wondering if you could tell him about a certain single-edged sword you recently acquired.
Yeah, we need to help our buddy Blackthorn.
Work of art, that one. Karen drove me hard on the price, but I would have sold her Radim here to get my hands on that sword. It was made in the Outer Isles, far beyond the Twin.
Hey, Trev.
And is used exclusively by the practitioners of a unique school.
Okay, this is just a side quest, y'all. I can't.
But it is the final.
My COVID. You know what I was really scared of is COVID brain fog, because I already have brain fog with ADHD.
Pardon.
I haven't noticed an increase though, so far.
Too many to count.
House of the Dragon is awesome. Oh, is it really?
Perennial thorn in my. Farewell, White Radim.
I'm sure they will add Elemental to Disney Plus. When we were at Disney, they had a lot of Elemental stuff.
I think
and I feel like a lot of people just watch things on streaming services, you know? So I think it would be weird if they didn't add it. Almost ended up buying it. Yeah, I've heard really good things.
Trust Uncle Byron.
Clay is doing spells. He said something about the parking lot, and I'm pretty sure that was his first spell.
See what Blackthorn makes it.
Do you ever wish you could skip dialogue lines in IRL conversations? Yes. Like in the beginning of the semester with school, and and the teachers do all the normal syllabus talk.
My shop.
Guys, it's my first full time not going back to school. Isn't that crazy?
Pickaxe, I would...
And today is the day that elementary school in the area started, and it's so cute because we live in like a walking school district. So I saw a bunch of kids walking to school, and I was like, losers. Not really. I thought it was sweet. For it to be in theaters, yeah. When did it come out? Matthew, welcome in. How's it going? I think it's very funny that you just said, I can't buy COVID. I'm gonna use that excuse all the time. I can't buy COVID.
Possible to buy something.
Soul is really good, Mello. I agree.
Yes,
they had like a Soul statue at, I think it was in Magic Kingdom.
Do anything to provoke them.
Me and both my friends, and you all cried. See, Disney movies will do that. They make you cry, specifically Pixar. They always make you cry.
Natalie, allow me to introduce Lord Underhill of Randalar's prestigious League of Merchants.
It's me.
Lord
Did you guys see Ben Starr made a video on Twitter of him trying out the Mario voice?
I was just telling the good lady.
Ben Starr is the voice actor for Clive.
How you were lamenting the state of the capital stores.
And he was basically like,
Ubor says that
it's
not
me,
only are the granaries almost
Mario.
empty, but that war and the blight mean this season's harvest won't be enough to fill them for winter.
Indeed, certainly that is the case. The nobles in the capital are buying up the city's stocks of barley and wine, driving the prices higher than most commoners can afford. It is only a matter of time before the peasants revolt.
These desert quests are bad. You're not missing much. It does feel, it always feels like a lull when we're in this area. I don't know what it is.
We have little hope of
I'm like trying to care more, but it's like, I don't know.
And while I applaud your endeavors to dissuade our more bellicose citizens from seeking vengeance, I sense Conrad is not wrong in his assessment of the bandits' likely return. Which means that now, more than ever, we will need to secure what little we still have. Food, weapons, herbs, everything. If our humble town is to endure not only this hardship, but those that are certain
Because
to
Clive is a
follow,
bad actor. Yeah,
we
that's
must
funny.
stand united.
You just watched Puss in Boots? I don't think I've seen that. You liked it? I think Mello liked it too. Or I could be making that up.
Gone through this charade.
Soul was like the
you,
first movie that didn't
Clive.
make it about some big dream or life purpose.
Nothing if not workmanlike.
She saw
But at
right
the same
through
time, it was also about
I
that.
didn't say it was good, merely that it produced the desired effect. Now, my scouts should be returning shortly. Meet me back at the Briar's Kiss, and we shall see what we face.
All right. Pants, welcome in. Thank you for your ticket. 6 months from now, oh, I can't. Like COVID. I literally will be doing that. Although it is strange, I was saying this at the beginning of the stream, I literally am experiencing different symptoms every day. It's very odd. Oh, it's different. Puss in Boots: The Last Wish. Can I watch that one without seeing the other one? I mean, I'm sure I can, right? It's just Puss in Boots, right? I might not be remembering the movie. Yeah, the movie is literally all about someone's life mission. Like, that's like what it's about. So I was confused why you were saying that, but it's like about how not having a purpose, not having like one real big calling is okay. At least that's what I remember about it. Which I think that's important to know, because I think that is like something that is a lot of pressure for everyone. And he wakes up built different every day. Every day is a mystery. For real, Ghosts. Imagine you were just out in the world lying about people's opinions. About Puss in Boots specifically. I'm spreading an agenda. You don't have to watch the first one? Okay, cool. Is the second one on
Both Conrad
Disney
and
Plus?
Natalie have somewhat gracefully accepted their new roles. With time,
I love lying about movies and media. I heard that Trev hates Puss in Boots: The Last Wish.
I take it your scouts found the bandits.
Oh, it's on Netflix.
Technically, it would be the
Oh,
bandits
because
who
it's
found my
DreamWorks, right?
scouts. It appears they march for Dalimil as we speak. All of them.
You're not serious.
Yikes.
They don't just want food, they want the whole damn town.
I have a favor to ask. I'm told the bandits march in 2 groups, one from the south and one from the desert, in a move doubtless intended to stretch our already gossamer-thin defenses.
Very well. Jill and I will meet those from the desert. But what of the rest?
The rest, my friend, the city shall fight. Together. The stakes, I concede, are high. But if this does not unite Dalimil, nothing will.
That is a lot of faith to put into those who had their hands around each other's throats but a moment ago.
Then it will be for us to see that their hands are kept occupied. And I do mean us.
I thought you might say that.
We'll hold them off for as long as we can.
And we will do the same.
Let's go. I just love lying. I think we all love lying here, to be honest. I think that's something that brings us all together. And me out here spreading Puss in Boots gossip, that's what I do best. Specifically.
The women folk have come to welcome us.
The women folk.
He's all yours.
Yeah, take that one, Jill. Invisible Man, welcome in. I do have COVID. I haven't tested myself since Sunday, but I'm saving my second test because my brother, I still don't feel well anyways, and my brother's coming to town
Too slow.
next week. I love this move. So I'm waiting until it would be time for me to like hang out with him. To use my second test then.
They mean to overwhelm us. You're finished.
Can y'all like not approach? It's rude. But Invisible Man, welcome in. How are you doing today? That attack is so interesting. I'm gonna do this thing again.
Nice try.
It's interesting. I went outside for a couple minutes and I'm sweating. What's the temperature like for you? I think it's actually really interesting because I think the rest of the Midwest is getting like crazy hot weather. And then for some reason Ohio it's like freezing. Not freezing. But it's been like 60 degrees and it's been really nice. But it also has been thunderstorming for like 3 days in a row. So, I don't know, I like it. I think the thunderstorms are nice. Especially after being in Florida. It's a welcome difference in weather. I cannot live in Florida. I truly do not know how anybody can. Like, could not be me ever. We just had a thunderstorm this morning and we never get thunder. It was neat. That's nice. I love morning thunderstorms. Yeah, I think morning thunderstorms are the most cozy. Apparently there's some sort of ring of fire going on. What? Clive, what happened there? This guy's an acrobat. For real. What is happening? Jesus. I cannot see a thing.
Nice try.
What an interesting attack. That guy's kind of crazy. Bessie, welcome in. Thank you for your ticket. How are you? I can't wait for fall weather. Me too. Me too. I love fall. Come on, just die. Please. Let's go. We have an 84% humidity. Sheesh. I really love this game, Invisible Man. It's got a great story. The fights are really cool too. I can't... Yeah, fall is so exciting.
The townspeople.
I don't know what the humidity is here.
I don't hear any fighting. What do you think?
I mean, I would assume it's high, but that's because it's like literally raining out. But it's like cool. I think it's like 70. Yeah, it's 70 degrees out right now, which is cool. The humidity is your mom. Thank you, Kristen. Yeah, Flippy, it's the same here. It's really nice. Yeah, isn't it nice, Manda? It was like getting really hot here before we left for Florida too.
Would have been lost had you not held the line.
Without you,
But it's not super hot? Okay, good. Because it was like really hot for you this past week, right, Trev?
We all saved Dalimil.
Conrad seems to have had a change of heart.
I'd say they both have.
I take it from your presence that our visitors from the desert won't be joining us either. Pity.
The plan worked, Sid. Granted, it only took an army of bloodthirsty bandits at our gate.
Calm now, Victor. Why quibble over the details? We are united, and that is all that matters. As for you, Sid, you fight considerably better than you act.
I'll take that as a compliment.
Yeah, he's not the best actor, but that's okay. It was 98 on Wednesday. That's literally insane. That's literally how hot it is in Florida. 93 degrees, 58% humidity. That's too much. Somebody tell someone. Okay, we have one more dilemma to do. I'm actually surprised at how long these dilemmas have been taking, but I think it's because we've been doing side quests at the same time. Trev, was it because you're in a swamp? Oh my god, Mello, I forgot. It's probably definitely because of that. It's such a good point. Okay, we have to get in there.
I saw it with my own eyes.
And then it looks like it's like downhill or something. Like, look at how low that is. I think I remember there being, yeah, stairs here. But where?
I can't do it.
Easy. I gotta go. My dad's getting here soon. Kirsty, thank you for hanging out. I hope you have a good time with Ruppy and such. It's good to see you.
We received the dame's message. There have been sightings of strange creatures, I understand.
With the blue eyes. Yes. Like a Kashik, but different. They've taken so many. I've lost count.
Akashic, but different.
Yeah, what does that even mean? Oh.
Artemis Thrall.
Oh, okay.
And what of your mistress? Is she here?
Oh, no. She went to the garrison to ask what they were planning on doing about all this.
Then we'll look for her there.
All right. Why we fight. So, visit the garrison. We gotta get there. Where am I? Oh, okay, there I am. I wish... Is there a mini-map in this game? I don't think so, right? I mean, you have those, like, waypoints, but I wish there was also a mini-map. Yes, Mello, I was in the swamp. Well, I'm glad we cleared that up. Is the swamp the same thing as a bayou? Because I was thinking about that because we were watching The Princess Bride. And I was wondering, are bayou and swamp interchangeable?
Half the garrison's been slaughtered by those things. We lost the captain this very morning.
We've tried requesting reinforcements, but there's been no word from the capital or the Dominion in days.
Mello, please, because that would be me.
I would have you do your duty. Those at the Vale look to me for protection. And protect them I shall. Because they are my charges, and that is my duty. In case you have forgotten, the people of this town are your charges. But more than that, they are your people. Your sisters, your brothers, your lovers. So you have a choice. Lay down your sword and watch as they are slaughtered.
Yeah,
or
she
take it up
always
do what
does
is
look like a little bit out of place compared to everyone else. What are you doing in my bayou?
It's all we have. It's all that's left.
What we have left is our lives.
Are we doing more swamp roleplay?
You don't have to. Look, there's a cask under the captain's bunk. Let's talk about this over a drink, eh?
I'm listening.
I'll have a word with him.
Well, good luck with that.
Ah, Clive. I didn't expect help to arrive so quickly. And sought to take matters into my own hands.
It was a noble effort, but I thought you might still need some support.
How like you to consider my needs. What we need to consider is where the creatures came from. The way the survivors speak of them, one would think they appeared out of thin air.
Well...
And perhaps they did.
I hope not.
It's hard to know what to believe these days.
We'll talk to the survivors.
It kind of feels like I was supposed to do this quest first out of them. Like, it was kind of giving the most information. Sinks into the swamp. There we go. Bayou is more watery. Okay. Swamp is my life. I'm sorry. Was I making light of your lifestyle? A bayou has slow... moving water where swamp doesn't. That's interesting. I didn't know that. So a bayou has a current.
Did you see the creatures that attacked you?
Creatures?
I didn't see one alligator when I was in Florida, and for that I'm disappointed.
They went for Joseph first, then me, and then...
Yeah, that's what Bestie just said. That swamp water doesn't move.
On the road from Oriflamme. We just passed more when... Where's my Joseph?
It's all right. Just rest now.
That's sad. Okay, someone else is over here. Oh, my bad.
My family.
You're a pikeman, yes? What happened?
I've got family in Moor. I heard the flood was spreading, so I went to see if they were all right. And a pack of them glowing things found me in the meadow. I ran for my life.
I feel so bad for these people.
Leave that to us.
All right, so I guess we're going to the meadow, right?
Might be now. We should head for more.
Yeah. More meadows.
You're safe.
More meadows, more problems. That's what they say. More money, more problems, more meadows. Sinks into the bayou, please. The bayou always interests me, or intrigues me. I think it would be interesting to go there once, but I bet it's really buggy, right? Like a lot of bugs, probably, because of how humid it is. Dave Matthews plays in my head every time I hear Bayou. I've never really listened to Dave Matthews Band. But there were so many people that I went to school with that were like obsessed. Does he have a song about the Bayou? Whenever I think of the Bayou, I think of Princess and the Frog, and I think of Where the Crawdads Sing. There would probably be at least 3 bugs. I think you're right, Mello. At least 3. Okay. This is scary here.
Look.
Yeah, there's a lot of them. Where are they running to? Do. Down by the bayou? I don't know if I've heard of that one. This move is fun. Literally just a flamethrower. I love it. Nice. I'm sure this isn't the only wave of people. Yeah, there we go.
Save your strength.
What's happening? Whenever I think of the Princess of the Frog, I think of Left 4 Dead? Wait, why? I don't know anything about Left 4 Dead. Let alone 2. Get him! That's like kind of ridiculous. They look like they're dancing. Okay. I'm glad that I switched to Bahamut. Guys, every time I say Bahamut, in my mind, I try to remind myself that it's not pronounced Bahamut. But that's just how my mind always wants, oh god, me to say it.
Nice try.
I'm actually running out of potions. So we gotta play a bit more cautiously. Clive making them dance, exactly.
Too slow.
That was scary. Oh, where'd she go? Oh god. That was unfortunately a waste of a move. See, that move is nice because it just keeps going. And you don't have to keep doing anything about it. Oh, it's the lyrics. Okay, okay. These things are kind of menaces.
Too slow.
Yikes.
Nice try.
See, that one's not nice because then they move. Okay, I'll do this dodgy thing. Get wrecked. And it seems to follow them, which is nice. Isn't this music so good? When I was sick in Disney, all I wanted to do was come home and play this game and listen to the music.
Too slow. Nice try.
Come on, he should die. Okay, there we go. Let's go. Emme, may I ask, are you going back to 7 Remake? I'm going to start Crisis Core sometime this week. Crisis Core isn't a very long game, is it? I mean, I know I stream things pretty slowly, but I was thinking I would do that simultaneously with 16.
Then we should let Isabel know.
And then when I finish Crisis Core, I was thinking of playing 7 Remake. Because I think I just need like a little bit of a break between 7 and 7 Remake. Whenever Clive says too slow, it makes me think of Sonic the Hedgehog. Sonic the Hedgehog and Clive are basically the same person.
There will be more.
18 to 75 hours?
You'll need to be ready for them.
For Crisis Core? That is quite
Isn't
the
right,
range.
Captain?
Yes, milady. The garrison will be ready.
Yeah, 18 to 75, what
Valencia
does
has
that mean?
convinced most of the men to remain at their posts. For now, at least.
Hearing that the Dane would look kindly on any man who committed himself to the task.
I've never
certainly
played
didn't hurt.
Crisis Core. I don't really know much about
Not
it.
the most selfless of motives, I'll admit.
I
Whatever
think
it
it's a
takes,
prequel to 7.
Now me, I never needed convincing. I became a soldier to protect the people I love. And the people I love include the ones standing before me.
Handsome and chivalrous.
Now, if you don't mind, I have sentries to post.
Lurse, welcome in. So true. Beelining the main story versus doing all the side content. Okay.
Believe that this has solved all of my problems.
I think it's been encouraged. I know in 7 Remake it's encouraged to do the side quests.
Thank you again, Clive.
I don't really know about the, like, Crisis Core. How much that changes things. Good morning, Lurse. I hope you're doing well today. Happy Friday.
Our friends seem to have things under control.
Does anyone have exciting plans for the weekend? Okay. Deliver the sun-dried... Oh, that's at the hideaway too. So we'll do that. We'll deliver that before we continue the main story. Because I think it's just delivering... Yeah. The stone thing. Could just play by ear, maybe replay personally. That's a good point. Definitely do every side thing. Yeah, that's what I've heard is important.
Sorry for the
I guess we'll probably, like, now I feel like I'm kind of in the mindset for 16 to just do the side quests that are intriguing.
I did better than that.
But we'll see. Because something about it, like, bothers me to have undone side quests. Just in this game, I'm not usually like that.
Yes. But not one you'll find anywhere in Valisthea.
It's cute that we always help Blackthorn.
No wonder I couldn't get the same finish on the grinding wheel. One hit and all done, eh? Might not be so bad if all you ever fought were duels. Good luck on the battlefield. Your second opponent would be your last, no matter how good you were.
Even so, is there some way it could be used to give the curse breakers an edge?
I think so, yeah. With this whetstone and the right kind of steel, I could probably even make a twin of the blade that rattled me.
Ooh, cool.
Replacing this little rock once
Do I get to use it?
I reckon we get a dozen swords from it, if that.
Swords that the curse breakers wouldn't know how to wield properly, and that would see them through a single fire piece. Nah, no point trying to copy that thing. Be about as much use as a wax anvil. But finishing our blades with a whetstone this fine, now that's something to consider. And what's finer than fallen masonry, eh? Or more hard-wearing, for that matter. Just imagine it. Good Valesthian steel with an... I won't make a copy, nah. I'll make something much better.
Much better,
I'm
you
sure
say?
the curse breakers will be delighted. Just...
I want something cool
I'll be
too.
working day and night.
Slowly becoming a game completionist? I could
I
never.
owe you one. August 2.
You'll be happy to hear.
And I'll see that my debt to you's paid. First new blood. You come and...
This game does make it easier though, because I mean, it gives the quests very clear. It makes them very clear. We need to talk about belts in fantasy series games. Was that an actual thing in real life where you tied your belts? Wait, I wasn't looking. Are you talking about Clive's belt? I'm a completionist with some games. I think it's hard for me to be one. Whose belt? Like his? Or his? Okay. Now we have to speak to Otto. Oh, that's not the exit. Oh yeah, the crossbelt. Yeah, that's a good question. I mean, he looks cool at least, and at the end of the day, that's not really what matters, but I bet it makes him feel good. Oh, it's like that in The Witcher? That's interesting. So have you played this game and The Witcher?
Was wondering when you turn up. Had owls from all our friends thanking you for your timely intervention. How is it you always manage to arrive at just the right moment?
Luck, I suppose. Any word on the rest of the realm?
You're a fan of cool belts? Like a cool belt buckle?
Other crystals. The nations are still in
Otto's doing something cool with his
and
belt
the
too.
skies are still the colour of a kick in the kidneys 2 days on. So...
Right.
Clive, we knew this was going to happen. Well, not the bleeding skies part, but you take my point. Now's not the time to second-guess yourself. Now's the time to visit the infirmary. Talia says your brother's awake.
Thank you, Otto.
Joshua's awake. We get to talk to Joshua. Oh, you haven't played Final Fantasy since 9? I own 9. I'm excited to play that because I think a lot of people really like it. Oh, just belts in general. That's
not
valid.
Sylvester, but Olivier who served as Ultima's puppet. And when Dion learned of this, he sought to slay the fiend.
Good recap, Joshua.
Only for his father to take the spear that would have freed him. Enough to drive
Dion
a man
gonna
to
be okay?
madness.
Small wonder he hasn't stirred. I would be afraid to wake.
True.
Had I but reached out to him sooner, warned him of the threat Ultima posed. But now, both an empire and her prince lie broken.
Joshua, what do you know of Ultima?
Very little, I'm afraid.
I love
Despite
that
my
we're
best
finally with him. Like reunited.
18 years ago, as I lay buried beneath the rubble of Phoenix Gate, 'twas not death who came for me, but another. And it was while in my rescuer's care, I first heard of Ultima. I've been chasing his shadow ever since. Ultima is driven by some deep, dark purpose, and for whatever reason, it would seem you are crucial to his designs. He will stop at nothing to have you, even if that means toppling an empire.
But why me? What possible use could I be to such a creature?
That is one of many answers that have eluded me. Yet, I am certain of this. It is not mere chance. You were chosen for a reason. All dominants carry within them the might of an icon. Nigh limitless power that is at once acutely limited. I wield fire, and only fire.
And I only ice. 8 wardens for 8 elements.
But Clive...
It's you, Clive.
Yes.
You are different. You're special.
Clive
Your
is very
abilities begin
special.
with the flames of Ifrit. But they do not end there. The fact Ifrit can even exist goes against everything we thought we knew of dominance. Perhaps Ultima has been waiting for one such as you, whose potential is truly limitless.
Limitless.
I've encountered that thing several times now. If it or he, as you say, needs me, why hasn't he claimed me as he did the boy?
Fifi, welcome in.
Were I to hazard a guess, I'd say the two of you are somehow incompatible. His mind not properly attuned to your body.
His mind?
Like...
Mind, awareness, spirit, call it what you wish. But I believe Ultima to be an embodiment of the concept. Is why I struggle and fail to contain him here inside me.
Poor Joshua.
Inside you.
Yeah, we knew that.
With every setting sun, I feel my strength wane. And though the Phoenix's flames mend the prison I have made for Ultima, they do so at a cost. We must find a means to bring an end to him before I meet my own.
Yes. We can't have Joshua meeting his own.
It was that or let him take Clive. And I've always had a soft spot for my brother.
Oh.
But that doesn't mean you should sacrifice yourself to save me.
Joshua. He just cares about Clive so much. Oh god.
Joshua.
Too much.
Clive, it's Gav.
What?
There's an army of Akashic at the gates of Canver.
Oh no. It's always something. Clay, you got 5 guys? What did you get? I'm really jealous. Fifi, welcome in. It's good to see you. I know it is so special.
Well, what's the short of it?
Tyre told you. The
I
capital
think
of the
so,
Free Cities
Laros.
is
I think
under
that's what they're
siege
kind of
by
getting
an
at.
army of monstrosities. The city guard are doing their best to stem the tide, but numbers ain't on their side.
What of Lord Byron and Mid? Were they able to escape?
No, but they're all right
Oh,
for now.
okay.
They're hiding with Gav at midship.
Okay.
We have to get them out of there.
And we shall. Otto, prepare a Stolas. Tell Gav to stay exactly where he is.
Understood.
Vivian, what's the swiftest route to the Free Cities?
That sounds like a question for the map.
She loves her map.
This road, through Tabor, should provide the least trouble.
Good.
What a coincidence. Tabor is exactly where I'm bound.
Joshua,
Oh?
bed is where you should be bound.
Yeah. Joshua,
You
please.
don't think I told him the exact same thing?
Were Tyre
A
not
good
such
map
talented
and a
healer,
nap.
I would surely have been inclined to agree. But, thanks to her ministrations, I feel I may safely rejoin my attendant, who was to wait for me in Tabor if we became separated.
All right, we travel together.
Clive.
If he stays close to me, he'll be fine.
Thank you, brother.
Yay! We fight together? I mean, Joshua is not doing well, but that's nice. Lulu for Final Fantasy X is the Queen of Belts? With Cajun fries. Last time I got Cajun fries, they were unimpressive. I was unimpressed, I mean. Okay, it's making us go there. But speaking of maps and naps, I honestly am low-key falling asleep here. So I think we're gonna leave stream here. But I mean, I got through 3 hours. That's like pretty impressive for having COVID, I would say. Methinks. Oh, I need to do that. I might do like that hunt off stream because I find it easier to do that then. But yeah, y'all, thank you for hanging out with me. Let me see if it updated the percentage that I completed. 75? We started today at 73 and we did a whole 2%. That's pretty good. Yeah, I think I do need to rest a little bit. But thank y'all so much for hanging out. I think we might start Crisis Core on Sunday. I think that would be cool because I wanted to start that one like before I went out of town, but I didn't like want to like get into something and then immediately leave. So we might start Crisis Core before or on Sunday. But yeah, thank you guys so much for hanging out. I appreciate it. Kristen, thank you for putting those commands in. I'm gonna find someone to raid. I think I know exactly who to raid. Yeah. Y'all, I can't remember the last time we were able to raid Rio. And Rio just started a little bit ago. And he's playing Persona 5 Royal, which is on my list to stream. I started it last year, and then you know how I am really bad at finishing games. Well, that happened, but I really still want to play it, and I think he's been really loving it, and I know a lot of y'all like Persona, so we can head over there. But let me say goodbye to y'all before we head out. Mello, I'm glad to see the Fraction is still there. Bruce, thank you for being here. Icarus, Mello, Clay, Daniel. Oh, thank you, Icarus. Kristen, Fifi, Lurs, Manda, Em, everyone else, Israri, everyone else that could have been lurking. Thank you so much for hanging out. I appreciate it. Let's go say hi. I know the 1/4. Chelsea, thank you. Let's go say hi to Rio. I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. I'll see you guys Sunday, and goodbye.